it's like an upgrade from iPhone 2 to iPhone 17.
But also just the voice itself is safe.
It's a safe voice. It feels safe.
Because what do you want to hear? You want to hear the hello, or do you want to see hear like Compton?
My son is in England, and his cousins are Brits, black Brits. His cousins didn't even know that Britain had slaves. Had no idea that they were.
Once again, there's no such thing as a black Brit. When they say black Brit, you borrow my arguments. You don't freestyle no bullshit. You ain't do no research. You ain't do what I did. You borrow my arguments on what a black Brit is, or you'll get cooked like everybody else. But borrow my arguments, my line of questions on what the hell is a black Brit? No such thing as that.
Was slaves. So when you go to Britain and they're like, you don't have no culture, and they do that bit about beep.
Right.
They don't even know that Britain was the king.
Okay, yo, we got to stop what they didn't even know. We got to stop with that, man. You don't know that. Stop, bro. Because when you say they don't even know, that's like giving them a pass, giving them leniency. No. Accountability. Okay. Ignorance is never an excuse for an assault. Okay. No, ignorance is never an excuse for an assault. So I'm not going to let an alleged tether, lecture us. Not going to happen.
The fucking colonizers.
Yeah. Britain was the masterminds of colonization. Well, this was a good conversation. I appreciated that one there. Thanks for calling. No, that's right. But on some real shit though, I want to say this and shout out to Akbar. Regardless of what people feel, like we're just working it out, and the fact that we're actually having an effect, it's important.
So the thing about Godfrey is that what you cannot never suspend is that he is African. Okay, so when you're actually African, it don't matter what you agree with us, right? Any talking points we say you agree with, that doesn't matter. What matters is when you finally disagree, because that's what we looking at. We're looking at that. He's mad. Oh, they're looking for one thing. Yes, because you're not us and you're cosplaying that you're down with us. So yeah, we're looking for one thing. You're exactly right, my guy. We're looking for one thing forever. Once you act like you're down with us, yeah, we're looking for that one thing to show that you're not down with us because you're not one of us. See, one of us, we're born down with each other. You dig? So we ain't got to do the one thing with us. We're going to mess up, make mistakes, coon, don't know we're cooning, whatever, lack of history. But when you're a foreigner and you're down with us, you make sure you're tight. You stay around our inner circles to make sure you're tight. Okay? But when you start feeling like you can now do what you do, and nah, that's not how that works, my guy. You gotta be monitored forever. Just like anybody who's with the mafia, okay, that they look at ain't with the bloodline of family, they're gonna be held to a higher, standard than their own family members. So on and so on and so on. Okay. When a company hire temporary workers, they're going to be more strict on the temporary workers than their own. That's just what it is, my guy. You voluntarily signed up for this, so we're going to highly monitor you, and you're chimping out, and we calling you out. You're mad and chimping out further, dude. We good on you. Just chimp out all the way, which I believe he'll be a conservative and 2 year full outright Candace Owens in 2 years. Okay, that's where he's headed.
Because I go, oh, you said this. I go, that's cool. I said, but man, we talked 2-3 hours of fucking
and one
interview
slips through, and then
you go, one slips through. Oh, you said that, and it's like they're sitting there going, what's he gonna say? Well, you might get offended. I'm not worried about what you thinking. What we focus on is who's our guest, we got these questions. And CJ, he's a Black American who actually came up with the concept, along with Heather, who's a white lesbian.
Okay, so remember, when they say Black American, listen. TikTok is funny as hell. When they say Black American, that's a foreigner. And matter of fact, I might join the TikTok space today. You dig? I'm chopping up videos as we speak. I'm chopping up videos, my TikTok videos. I showed the Eritrean woman I went against. You dig? So anyway, I'm chopping up my TikTok. I got a bunch of them. So just know that it's a lot of content coming. Been very busy. I'm more busy because I'm working on my after school program that's going to start in 2 weeks. A lot of pressure on me. So that's why I'm not live as much, because I'm really like, that's why I'm saying, like, I don't, if people donate support, I love you. But other haters of the channel, they pretend that support is like really like paying rent. No, it's not. But this after school program, this is damn near 6 figures. This pays that. So that's why I'm focused heavily on my after school program for kids. I do real things in real life. I showed y'all videos of my kids. You seen pictures of my kids. So you're coming to my world, right? What I do off net before all this. But you got YouTube channels that say they're FBA and we know nothing about them, their background, nothing. And this is how infiltration agents and all that stuff starts. You just like what they're saying. Well, the CIA is great with intelligence. So they research what we like to lean an ear to, and they put a person in that position, and then it works. So puppet. Okay? So some of you guys are actually listening to FBA spaces ran by possible CIA agents, informants. You wouldn't know because you're not demanding to know about them before they came on the internet. Who were they before the internet? Where's their background? Where's their activism? Activists don't come out of nowhere. Activists usually got receipts. You can't be in an FBA space now. You allow voice your activists out of nowhere. That's the literally definition of an informant. Somebody comes out of nowhere but got all these qualifications to be where they are. Anyway, as I digress.
They came up with the fucking concept of 154. So shut the fuck up. Like, a Black American had the wherewithal to go, why don't we create a show like that?
Something. I'll tell you something else. A lot of times when you have Black women who have worked their way through corporate white America, they have a stigma, or they got a chip on their back because of all that they had to go through to get Karen Hunt.
So now it usually comes down to, so these spaces, they usually this is why you know you ain't got allies. When their conclusion is to blame the FBA woman. Anybody, any space on earth, any red pill guy who's sitting around blaming FBA women, these are potential agents, okay, informants. You're out here genuinely blaming FBA women as though they're on board with white tea supremacy. Oh yeah, let's sell out the race. You're a nut. You're insane. And we look at you guys as agents. These red pill spaces, guys. Yeah, you're not off the table. At least for me, like the intellectuals of the lineage, everybody else is sheep. They just hear good words and, oh, FBA, tether, and they're on board. Not me. I sit back, I watch you. A lot of these guys that do that, they low key want to blame the FBA woman. It was like, are you dumb? You dig? So white tea supremacy is off the hook. Systemic racism off the hook. You want to lean on Black women? Black American women, Black foundational Black American women. Let me be clear. They're the problem. Yeah, you're an agent. Tether, all that stuff. You dig? All that stuff.
I can't imagine what she went through to start her own station at Sirius Radio, to create her own sponsors and to get this and to keep it going. And so she also and the misogyny, the intersectionality of her being a Black woman, and the fact that she's a woman, she's Black and a woman, and the fact that she thinks she's incompetent. And so I also think there's something to having strong Black men in her diaspora that she's not comfortable with. Also having strong, opinionated, strong men.
And Tariq Nasheed, I fuck with Tariq Nasheed. I fuck with Dr. Umar. They have their purpose, man. But like the whole I'm not.
So this is my issue with Tariq Nasheed, and it's like, dude, just because somebody say they rock with you, don't mean they rock with you. Because look at the backhanded compliment. Because Tariq went live and he was like, "Oh, I rock with Godfrey." It's like, dude, you missed what Godfrey said. He said he rocks with you, but listen, he called you an agent. Listen, Tariq, my guy, Tariq got a bad sense of judgment of character. He hangs around the Professor Smalls, who's clearly 100% Pan-African, the 19Zs, who's Pan-African, and Dr. Mayas. It's like, Tariq, my guy, you got to sit down, my guy. You're aligning yourself with people who don't proudly say they're FBA. And you got this unwavering allegiance with them. You got to stop. You're in the way, my guy. I don't know. You're getting blinded. I don't know what's up with that. But you have a bad judgment of character. And now Tariq is saying, no, Godfrey, I'm cool with Godfrey. This dude is literally calling you an agent. So now, in a month from now, August, September, you'll hear Tariq going after Godfrey. But it's like, yo, you could do it now. The dude is disrespecting you. He's calling you an agent. Listen. Hold on. Yo, this phone, man. Hold on, family. Oh my God, this thing is under. How that song go, Under the Sea? Yo, this is hilarious, yo. My TikTok phone is slippery as hell, man. Oh my God. All right, listen. Like, I mean, to us who are not Tariq Nasheed, it is very clear to us that Godfrey is calling Tariq Nasheed an agent, while Tariq Nasheed said, "Nah, I'm cool with Godfrey." Dude, you gotta stop. Listen, you're embarrassing us, my guy. Listen to Godfrey.
Strong man.
And Tariq Nasheed, I fuck with Tariq Nasheed. I fuck with Dr. Umar. They have their purpose, man. But like the whole I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, I'm foundational Black American." I don't really give a fuck.
Well, you're not foundational Black American. You could never make that claim. You said you're Nigerian. But anyway, go on.
I just care about
conquer.
It's dumb. It's stupid, and it feels like when we talk about that, somebody's getting paid to do that.
So you heard him very clear. He says, "I rock with Tariq Nasheed, but is dumb is STUPID, and he feels like somebody's getting paid to do that." So he says he rock with Tariq Nasheed, but then he goes on to say he feels like Tariq Nasheed is being paid to push FBA. Like, Tariq, if you just can't see that, my guy, you gotta sit down. You gotta sit down. Because he said, "Nah, I rock with Godfrey." Dude, he don't rock with you. He called you a paid agent. He said you're being paid to spread FBA, and his co-host just said it's divisive, and he didn't say no, it's not. So, yeah. So come on, man. Like, listen, Tariq, just stop hanging around Pan-Africans. Stop saying Pan-Africans are your friend, because when you do that, they all come against you and you look crazy. Professor Smalls did it, 19Zs did it, and now Godfrey's doing it. He called you a paid agent, my guy. Okay, he's not your no. There's no alliance with Godfrey. It's over. Okay.
Because I don't give a fuck. I think we all look alike. I just want to make sure. I just believe in justice for black people around the damn world. Because everybody got the word nigga for us, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we can go down to more.
Oh, and let me add this disclaimer before this get out of control. I don't advocate that all Africans are an issue. No, they're not a monolith. You got some thorough, not a lot, but you got some thorough Africans who are really with the SHITS, right? You got some people from the diaspora, from the Caribbean islands, who's really about that life, that is with FBA 100%. So don't take Godfrey to represent all of Nigeria, all of Africa, and don't take one of these Haitian tethers to represent all of Haiti or somebody from the island. No. You have thorough people, Hispanics, white people, Asian people. I ain't saying it's a lot of them, but you do have them. They're out there. So we're not going to make them a monolith. So we're calling Godfrey out. He's Nigerian. He just happened to be Nigerian. And some Nigerians are on this time, not just him, but he's not a reflection of all Nigerians. I want to make that clear before this is blown out of proportion. We're talking about right now, the Nigerian Godfrey. We're saying the Nigerian Godfrey he's off his meds, he's chimping out, he's going to get the lineage, and you can't come back from it. Like, he's been inviting guests, foreign guests, who's been low-key disrespectful, passive-aggressive towards the lineage. That's a fact. Okay? Ain't no Nigerian accent. You slow it down, add subservience to it and slavery to it. Now all of a sudden you sound like stop it. That was disrespectful, distasteful, and anti-lineage. You dig? There's no way else to like go with that. Stop. You're not gonna gaslight us, bro. That was disrespectful now, and that was intentional. Yeah, you ain't got to get on Godfrey podcast to see if it's disrespectful. You actually can talk to us directly. Like, he could have practiced that with Tariq or Afro Elite or Dennis Sperling or Black Alpha Network or Jason Black. He could have practiced that. He could have called in FBA News and Updates, the Soul Lineage, the Soul channel. He could have tapped in with us first and see how we felt about it. And then if we said, yeah, now you good, then go on Godfrey and say that. But like these guys don't tap in. They don't check in at all with us. That's the disrespect, my guy. Before Fat Joe saying the N-word over and over and over. So you don't want to check in with the black community that's national? You think a handful of FBAs in the Bronx or New York somewhere represents all? Are you out your mind, my guy? Like, the fact is, here's a fact. Most Black Americans are in predominant places like the South. Okay? They never met a Puerto Rican. They never met one of these guys. You dig? You ain't going to call somebody the N-word, endearment, nothing, without immediate fist to your face. You got to know that. So just because some Foundation Black Americans on the East Coast or West Coast or whatever gave you a pass, you got to understand, most of Black America is down South. And they never experience you. They only, it's segregated as hell down South. They only experience themselves. And the few Latinos that's down there, Indians or whatever, they know better. They know they can't say the N-word. They know they get hands, feet, and everything. That's so somebody like Fat Joe, that Puerto Rican, to get on, a big platform, Math Hop at that time, and say the N-word over and don't want to consider that there's a lot of Black America that could be offended. Dude, you look white. Okay? You're clearly not one of us, and you're saying the N-word over. You don't think that's not gonna come off as offensive? Like, dude, you're lying to yourself, and that's what makes it intentional. That's what makes it intentional. You're lying to yourself, my guy. Majority of Black, now I can't stamp you, and I'm a real one. I'm one of one. I can't stamp you because the majority of us is down South. They got to stamp you. I can vouch for you, but I can't stamp you. The masses, this is democracy, the majority rule, and the majority don't want no non-FBA using the N-word in no sense. Endearment, negative, they don't want you using it at all. It's on site. Once you know what I mean? Y'all in these sanctuary cities, so you good. You dig? But you know what I mean? It's gonna catch up because you're gonna slip up. And we ain't going, some folks ain't gonna warn you. It's just hands to face. That's a reality. Right? That's a chance you take. I don't talk to my Hispanic friends with no derogatory words. I don't talk to my white tea, people I associate in, the professional world. I don't associate with them with derogatory words towards them, Asian people, whatever. So don't associate derogatory words with us. I mean, it's a simple solution for me. This is, you know what I mean? Before you got to find out the other way, just be respectful and say things that we agree with. That's not hard. Anyway.
More brown people. Arabs are treated like shit. Filipinos are treated like shit. All kinds of people are treated like shit. But then a lot of them will turn around.
Okay. So now this is where Godfrey's chimping out. Filipinos treated like shit. Okay, when you start to compare people treatment in America to Black Americans, dude, you gotta stop. Foundation Black Americans, dude, you gotta stop. Okay, this is where you chimping out. It's like, what you mean? Like, when you say they went through shit, can you elaborate what they went through that was so harsh that we can't relate to? I guarantee you, whatever they went through, it was cookies and cream compared to us. So you got to stop, my guy. You got to stop. There's no Jim Crow designated for Asian people and everybody he named that's non-foundation Black American. My God, they created a whole system in America to exclude and deprive and deny Black people of resources, my guy. You got to stop. But you're Nigerian tether and you think you know our history. You don't. You're a fool. You're a comedian. Comedians are fools. They're funny. The comedians are fools. They're funny. You're not a historian. You don't know nothing about our history. You're a Nigerian. Nigerians don't know our history. Hey, what's up, man? You meant to hop on? All right. All right, no problem. Okay, now it's great. You FBA?
Yeah.
Yeah. So have you heard about Godfrey comments towards the FBA woman and in general about the lineage, collectively all through all those different platforms, channels, and videos?
I know of Godfrey. I'm sure that he pretty much he got FBA talk, don't he? Talking points.
Yes, that's a thing. Like, that's a thing. But bro, he's a bad look for like future alliances with like just people, period, because they usually come at first agreeing with us, our talking points, riding with us as they try to get to where they want to get to. And then once they get there, they're like, man, the hell with these niggas. You know what I mean?
Just like,
right. And he's doing it. Like, he got to where he think he's good. Now he's like, man, F FBAs. You dig? F FBAs. I don't need y'all. I got white tea people liking me. I got these conservatives. I got these foreigners. I don't need y'all. Screw y'all. And I'm gonna talk records. And I said in 2 years, he's gonna be all the way conservative. In 2 years, he's gonna be Candace Owens. No different than Candace Owens in 2 years.
but in my head every time like stuff like this happen, that song "Smiling."
Mm-hmm. Perfect song.
Like be so fake and smile, and I can't say all people.
Of course not all. Now, not all, because you got some. I said that earlier. I get the disclaimer. I said, nah, you got some. I know some people from the Caribbean that's like thorough as hell, like to the death. You dig? They riders. I know some Hispanics who are, you know what I mean, they chose a side, and the side is FBA. And you got some white people out there too who's like, nah, that's wrong. You dig? So we could never say all. So you're right about that. Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, they're done. They're done. Collectively, they're done. They're done. Yeah, nah. I agree with you, bro. Yes, sir. All right, no problem, but I'm glad you actually tapped in and you know, show some love to the space. I appreciate you. And what's your name, by the way? What's your TikTok name?
Speak.
And there you go. So people follow Speak Up and Out.
See it and say something.
All right. Respect that.
Yeah,
All right, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you too.
Stand up for anybody else.
Right. They'll turn around and call us
talking about FIFA and the bananas and the bananas and the monkey sounds in FIFA, defending Africans that are playing for France and other colonizers.
Right. And it's like everybody's, you know, in sports, that's when black people, yay, with the Knicks, yay. But then the stupid.
Okay, so I gotta say this. I don't like when he used black people loosely like that. And I think that's intentional and deceptive. He's using black people as a race, but he's implying it. See, here's a dichotomy, family. You got to catch that. Some of you can't catch. Some of you just can't catch it. Okay, but some of us intellectuals got it. So most people that's non-FBA, they use black people in a dichotomic sense. They know they're using it as a race. That means anybody from Africa, the Caribbean, Haiti, or Black America. But they'll speak to an FBA audience and imply they're only talking to us. So that's the dichotomy effect. You got to watch that. So that's why I gave you guys a rule of thumb. When people who are non-foundational Black American, when they say black people, black man, black woman, black family, you got to automatically assume for them that they're talking about foreigners. They're not talking about the lineage. They got to use a delineated term. Okay, if they don't use a delineated term, then they're only always speaking about immigrants. That's the rule of thumb. So delineated terms are Foundation Black American, ADOS, Freedmen, so on. Those are delineated terms, or you could say Native Black Americans. I love that a lot. I like the word soul, and I like the word native, right? I think those speak directly to us. So NBA, Native Black Americans, there's no confusion there. There's no confusion there. If people can't distinguish Native from Indigenous, don't problem, call in. I'll teach you. I'll teach you the difference between Native and Indigenous. Big difference. Not that difficult. Nah, but I love the word Native speaking to us, and I love the word soul up and beyond everything. Native and soul, I believe, are just clearly speaking to us, without a doubt. No doubt.
Stupid shit still starts.
Then Dolan is like, I'm accepting you guys are gonna go,
and then you're going to
see Trump.
Go see Trump. Did they still?
I think they're denying it.
Good. Fuck
the
that.
Knicks.
How dare you?
I don't know. I mean,
and then he dissed the shit out of Mondani. Like, just played him to the left because he's fuck you.
I just watched Megyn Kelly call Mondani's wife a terrorist.
Oh,
just
God.
out and out.
Megyn
Kelly's the worst.
Megyn Kelly needs to be fucked up on sight. Someone need to smack the shit out you.
Well, you see what Don Lemon said.
Yeah.
Megyn Kelly's husband, every time he be side-eyeing Don Lemon, trying to get a slice of Don Lemon.
Probably.
Oh, is he gay?
No,
but think about
Lemon
it.
Said this.
But think about it. Anybody
Megyn Kelly's
Megyn Kelly's the type of woman that'll make a dude suck a dick.
Can I see Megyn Kelly's husband?
Megyn Kelly's
I love
husband.
TikTok
I'm on that.
Is there a picture?
Godfrey's chimping out.
Megan Gator, check the Gator on it, Akeem.
I'm curious because I'm on that.
Megyn Kelly is the type, because she got the man face. So she's the type of person, because you see what she said about Haitians. She's like, get out, just fucking get the fuck out.
We don't want.
Yes, she's correct. That is actually. Okay, so people flagging me on TikTok, by the way. People are flagging me on TikTok saying I'm bullying. I'm playing Godfrey words. You ain't got to chimp out and flag me. Just invite yourself up and have a discussion. But the chimping out ain't gonna work. Godfrey's chimping out. You chimping out too by flagging me. Like, yeah. These folks really think they can stop us. Our FBA truth, our soul. No. The soul truth is what I call it. Not the SOLE truth, the SOUL truth. I call it the soul truth. So they think by flagging me, shadow banning me, that somehow that stops the SOUL soul truth. That don't stop nothing. You dig? You're just validating what we're saying is accurate. Okay? Now he's tripping out on Megyn Kelly. What Megyn Kelly said is the average American citizen sentiment. You dig? What she's saying is the average American citizen sentiment. Yes, a lot of people don't want them in the country. That's a fact. That's a fact. Especially when you become illegal. You dig? Once you become illegal and there's no hope for citizenship and you don't belong here and there's no way to document you, yes, at that point, people want you out the country, any country, not just America, it's any country. You dig? Who wants to live around people who are undocumented? Undocumented means they can't be held accountable for their actions. That's what undocumented means. When you're undocumented, that means if you commit a terrible action, like a crime, you cannot be held accountable because nobody knows who you are, bro. They don't know how to find you. Nobody can call the police and say, hey, so-and-so did it. There's no record of you existing in this country for the most part. So yeah, man. So Megyn Kelly was very harsh, right? And what she had to say, but where is she wrong? Like she's actually parroting the average comment in white tea society. See, for Black Americans, there's no confusion with us. We know this country don't rock with us. We know that. See, it's foreigners who believe, oh, whitey people chose us. They prefer us. Man, we're going to replace you. Oh, they love us. Okay. They love you so much. They canceled your temporary stay. You did. That's how much they love you. And they have harsh words for you too. Okay. The Border of SAR, like, yo, get out. So they ain't just Megyn Kelly. That's Ann Coulter, the Border of SAR. That, just go to the net. You see a lot of people saying, get out. You dig? That is a consensus. When the majority people or a lot of people are saying get out, that ain't one person any longer. That's called a consensus. And look, I bet you a liberal won't do a consensus. I bet you a liberal won't. I bet you a liberal won't do a consensus and be like, yo, do Americans want these folks in the country or they want them back home? They won't do that. That thing will be 95% get out. Okay, so that's called that. This is gaslighting.
She has that. What? Yeah.
Oh, Nick.
He's gay. Yeah.
He's gay as hell. He's gay as a picnic basket.
Yeah, look at him. Allegedly. Yo, who looks more manly? She does. He looks scared of her.
Don Lemon said, anytime I'm at a place, your husband be in my face.
Ooh.
But check it out. Go look at Don Lemon's husband. Watch this. They kind of had that same kind of look.
Do that?
Yeah.
I've never seen Don Lemon.
Watch Don Lemon's husband. Watch. Don's my man. I just did his when I got back from the airport, I was on his show.
Oh, nice.
You see Don Lemon's husband?
Oh.
You see that? Similar, like, right? That
Shit, if you glance, yeah.
You see that?
Oh, he's trying to shoot his shot at Don.
See that? See that? See that?
He's trying to shoot a shot at Don.
But Don is my guy. I do his show, and yeah, you see that? You see that? Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? And the similarity?
And Don said, Don screamed on Megan. She was like, "You keep your man out of my face."
And I hope we see Megyn Kelly's husband with the big titty thing.
That'd be next.
A lot of these Republican candidates are gay as hell.
These cunty ass women that are in politics, their men are cheating on them left and right. Imagine being with that shit. Imagine living with that vitriol. The shit she just said about Haitians. Just get the fuck out. Just get out.
We don't want you here.
We don't want you, bitch. Fuck you.
What was I lying about? Someone said Akeem's lying. Akeem's lying about what? About closeted men?
Man, shit.
No, I am not.
No, he's not.
I can show you receipts. I'm on the abs. No, I am not lying.
Akeem does this thing on stage where he takes the Grindr app, and he looks and finds people within feet that are gay,
that are in the audience,
and it's real.
Yeah.
And it's one of the funniest bits. He goes, he trying to block me.
Yeah. It's true, though.
Can you believe that?
Of course.
It literally spots people in the audience. He goes, he is 300 feet away.
And I
he's
take screenshots.
5'11".
Yep.
That is
what's the
insane,
most amount of people? When you've done that, what's the most amount of people?
I was doing a show in a conservative part, not LA, like an hour outside of LA. It was me and another gay comic. And I looked at the app, and it was 400 feet away.
Wow.
And he was in the audience, and I did the joke, and then he blocked me.
While you were in there.
He blocked, and so I looked, and then he didn't know another comic was gay. The other comic gets on. He's like, "Hey, well, you didn't block me," and he put up his, the audience went crazy. Dude's face turned red, and no, just a guy's face turned red. And he stormed out.
Yeah.
And then he blocked him too.
Tariq speaks highly of. Wait, what was that?
Tariq, he does.
No. Listen.
We speak highly of Tariq.
Please, I fuck with Tariq Nasheed. I've been fucking with Tariq Nasheed since COVID. That's my guy. I've come on his lives, and I like what. Listen, I support Hidden Colors. His Hidden Colors series of all the history. Tariq knows his shit, bro. Dr. Umar, I listen to Dr. Umar all the time. You know, I hope his school happens. But Doctor, we hope. I'm crossing fingers. But I fuck with Dr. Umar, all those guys. I've never said anything bad about Tariq or, listen, we have our purpose. But the divisive shit, hold up. The divisive shit is it's ridiculous. Call me a tether. Yo, enough of that shit,
What's a tether?
A tether's like, you ever see tetherball? Something that's connected to something. It's like we're not really authentically that. We're just sort of hanging on to the black experience.
Oh,
how am I hanging on to the black experience when I experienced the black experience? How? I go to white universities, only 800 black people. What the fuck are you talking about? Chicago, that's a very, fuck you. I dated women that were in Jack and Jill. Fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know Lift Every Voice and See James Weldon Johnson that I learned about. I know when you say Chicago, the city of Chicago, people go, oh, okay.
But that also exists. It exists, this high sedity kind of African that thinks that they're better.
Yeah, no doubt.
Also, it's same thing that happens in the I remember when I was working in the phone company, there was a Haitian lady there, and I was like, "You should hook me up with one of your nieces." She was like, "I would never let you date my daughter. Because you dirty, I'm black American." I was like, bitch, you be in Haiti selling pencils on the corner. Out your fucking mind.
What? You guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. The numbers are big right now. Like and subscribe. That's so funny. Like and subscribe. Very important that you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow Dante Nero on his IG. You follow
Akeem
Woods on his IG.
And
you follow me on my IG, Godfrey Comic. It's because all these numbers, you need to be following all of us right now. Remember, like I said, next week is Orlando Funny Bone, the Orlando Funny Bone in Florida. All right, that's July 10th and 11th. So, yeah, listen, the fact that, like I said, there are Africans that say black people have no culture, black Americans, but you all copy it all the time. Black Africans copy black Americans more than black Americans copy Africans. Black Americans don't really copy anybody, really. No, they just they don't mind sharing it on their own. They create it on their own, and they're the coolest. They're just the coolest culture. I'm watching all these reality shows, and I see black Africans, my man, doing the handshake, the whole nine. Come on, stop. And African culture is amazing too. Yeah. But nobody's copying the culture like black American culture. Everybody that says stupid shit about black Americans copy it all day long because black Americans dust everybody out when it comes to their culture.
Bring up this book called Caste. Bring up Patty.
Godfrey, I follow you because of what you stand for. You just moved that. Yeah, I watched Polygamous. That shit. Have you seen the Polygamous?
I check it out.
Unfortunate, but a lot of brothers don't. Thank you for all that you do. Oh, Godfrey, I follow you because of what you follow. It's unfortunate, but a lot of brothers don't follow me, I guess, because of, well, it is what it is. I'm 3 million followers. Someone's doing it.
Someone asked you if you're going to get sound effects back.
Wait, go
wait.
Down. There was a cash out.
We don't know.
If not, that's one of them. Here we go.
Okay, they're back.
How about the sound effect? Here, wait.
Why are you gay?
Why 3?
You are gay.
Shout out Mansa Musa and giving the gold to the world. I lived in Japan for 14 years. Preaching to choir, fam. Copying, and if you are black, period, you are considered American black. And the others of diaspora lean into it. Yes. We have to give black Americans their credit. I'm sorry. It's the most copied and monetized culture on the planet. Please.
Bring up this
everybody
book.
named Mama.
Yes.
There's always a African 50 Cent, an Asian 50 Cent. There's a Russian 50 Cent. There's a Tupac. Yeah, stop it.
There it is. Cast the Origins of Discontinence. That book directly talks about how because of the colonialization, because
is there a picture of the book?
He's got to just click on the book.
Images.
Yeah.
Good.
By Isabel Wilkerson talks about how at the base of when you talk about a caste system, that African Americans are at the bottom of the caste. When Martin Luther King went to India to see Gandhi, they welcomed him because he was. They said to him, "You are one of the untouchables," and he was like, "I ain't no untouchable." But in
their eyes,
because you are at the
upper
bottom
level.
You're at the bottom of the caste system that white supremacists. Then we have Caribbean people, African people who perpetuate this. The craziest thing about patriotism, if you want to come to America, and the fastest way to be a patriot is to shit on black people. That's any assimilation is to treat black people at the bottom of the fucking barrel.
Yeah, Tariq never called you a tether. I never said he called me a tether. I've been told I was a tether. He never called me a tether. Tariq's never spoke badly about me. And I've never spoke badly about him either. So don't get this shit twisted. No, I never said that. Ever talk about Professor Dave got mad because me and Vishnu.
He wasn't mad.
No, he wasn't mad. We were just playing. But,
the moon thing.
Yeah.
Vishnu was not playing. Vishnu
was really angry. I was like, all right. Let's see. Let's talk about okay. And I was gonna say something else. Oh, did you see what's his name? Donald Trump's stupid ass 250-year party. That shit was trash. That power outage. Yo, and they sat there going, wow, this Dean Cain, remember Dean Cain, racist piece of shit, and he's half Japanese, which is hysterical.
They always have the most mediocre parties because they don't have any celebrities that want to do them. It's never well attended.
And I think Vanilla Ice was the only one left, and it was raining.
Did he show up?
Yeah, he showed up. And they were all saying, wow, there's tons of people out here. It was empty, and they were like,
you know the story behind that.
The 200. Nobody showed up.
Called up Fox News, screamed on them for not covering the festival, And then they went out there and was like, look at all the people. And there's just nobody.
There was nobody.
So much fun.
Yo, that shit was trash.
I mean, even with the Super Bowl, everyone that was at the Kid Rock bullshit, they were paid extras.
Yeah.
Oh, they paid them.
They paid them. I know people who got paid $200 to be there.
But what's funny is Dean Cain is just a racist, and he played a racist in a different world. Same shit. But the fact that this shit isn't working. This shit's not working. First of all, how do you do an all white? This all white thing kills me because you have to end up playing some black music. You're gonna have to play some black. It's something black's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're trying to be so white,
you cannot do it without us.
Yeah,
you can't do it.
White supremacy is sponsored by black culture.
Yeah.
White supremacy is sponsored by black culture.
Do we have any pictures of the event? Like, are there any pictures?
I want to see some empty. Show the emptiness. It looked like COVID 2026. The shit looked like COVID 2026. I swear on my life.
His name Carl Blow? Is it?
I love Carl Blow.
Is it so the
he be on Abby? He be going.
He keeps saying. He keeps saying.
Look at it.
Oh no. I couldn't imagine.
That's what that.
These people are slow.
And after Obama's amazing library opening, and then they tried to dog it, and now Bill Maher's getting a fucking Kennedy Award thing.
Is he?
Yeah, he's getting a.
Who's giving it to him? Trump?
No, the Kennedy. Someone's giving him, and after him trying to dog it and all this other bullshit. But look at.
Click on the bottom left. Oh, I did see that. I saw the video. There were more people on stage than they were in the audience.
Look at all that room.
That's crazy.
Look at all that room. They should have brought a frisbee with them. This shit is trash.
Oh God.
People playing hacky sack on the right.
That's crazy.
You know, motherfuckers could have. Yo, the landscape is going to.
Look at the
back up. Look at the sunglasses.
They probably added some people in there.
Go slide up.
Which one?
A little high. Look at the sunglasses.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was of the drummer. That was the guitarist.
Yeah.
And then he's standing next to the girl singing, so they tried to cut that out. Yeah, that's the guitarist.
Ooh, that's
He's
hilarious.
like, this is a shitty gig. But you know, yeah. So my thing is, you need black people to in order for we're the engine to your supremacy.
Yeah.
You need us.
It's like, you know how they say Rome conquered Greece.
Yeah.
But Greece's culture conquered Rome.
Right.
There is no Roman culture. It's all Greek.
It's all Greek.
It's all Greek.
And then that is African.
And that's African. Yeah, exactly.
Motherfucker have a swastika, which is a Buddhist symbol. Them motherfuckers be cheating. Be cheating like a motherfucker. But I'm glad no one showed up. And the fact that Vanilla Ice has one song, how long was he going to last? He gonna go White House mix. Stop.
Radio mix.
Yep. Play the David Bowie actual song. All right.
Was it in DC? That was DC, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's see what it says. They definitely need our culture. Fix the issues in Africa before you speak on anybody being divisive. That doesn't even make sense. Let me say, Prince West 60. Fix the issues in Africa. How do I do that? That doesn't even make sense. Fuck boy.
They never make
that don't make sense. That makes fix the issues in Africa. Are you either you're white or you're black or you're just trying to be deflective, but that don't even fucking make sense. What do you think we're all trying to do? Everybody's trying to do something. So you're a fuckboy for that. Eat a dick, yo.
Someone said I'm the same to say I paid to see Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, it's all right. You wanted to see him do the Running Man? You wanted to see him do the Running Man?
Greatest fade of all time.
Now, fix the issues in your homeland. Yo, in my homeland, what are you talking about?
Chicago.
Yeah, you talking about Chicago? What are you talking about, bitch ass? What are you talking about? Fuck out of here. Fix the issues in my homeland. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why don't you go fix the shit in America then? Fix the shit in America, though.
Don't even read that.
But why can't I?
Like, you can, but
it's action. It's action.
I got you. Go
Why don't you fix? Why don't you fix your problems out here,
Somebody
dumb fuck?
said Godfrey's homeland is Nebraska.
Yeah, I was born there. So fix the black problem in America, though. What you got? You got any answers? How? He says I am. How? Bum ass. By talking about other black people? How are you fixing it? How? Can you fix Chicago's gang problems? Can you fix LA's gang problems? Fix the problems in Chicago. Help me out. Please help me out. Please help me out. My pops did. My pops taught for 45 years on the west side of Chicago. Please help me out. Literacy programs. He started a lot of shit. Please help me out. Have some answers, you fucking bum. Have some answers, you bum. You a bum. Have some answers. You don't got no answers. Fuck you talking about?
Okay, so this guy Godfrey is clearly chimping out, and I'm going to call in because so I'm not subscribed. I'm gonna subscribe right now to Godfrey's channel because I want to bring him back to this, right? Because it seems like because he at least let her talk. You ain't hear it. You got to watch part 1 from yesterday, but he at least let her talk for a little while. He disagreed, but he let her talk. So I like that. So that means he'll let me talk. So I want to really explain to Godfrey, like, yo, why are you using black, like, in like so weird in a weird way? Like you're using it as it's speaking to Black Americans, but then you use it as it's speaking to a racial group, right? So I want to educate him on the word black and racial groups and exonyms. Like I want to, but I'm not going to say exonym until later because I don't want to chimp out and confuse him. So I'm gonna speak very plainly to him at first, and then once he gets to plain language, then I'm gonna introduce the more complex language like exonyms and endonyms and ethonyms. You dig? But I want him to understand that there is no such thing as a black Brit. A black Brit is literally a cosplaying FBA. Okay, wherever you don't just leave from Africa, Kenya, and you go to the UK, and all of a sudden you a black Brit. No, you're Kenyan and living in the UK, my guy. Okay, and black is a race, racial construct. Race is a social construct created by white people, and black is they stole black from us and made it a race. They undermined us. So I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna come at Godfrey, but I do plan to call in and bring this back up. I know he's gonna chimp out and he's gonna drop his guard, and then I'm gonna go in. I'm like, yo, you said black Brit, bro. What's a black Brit? Then he's gonna try to explain. I'm gonna say, so what's their countries of origin? Then he gonna say, yeah, Nigeria and Kenya. So aren't they a Kenyan Brit? Like, when do they just get to like peel off their ethnicity, their nationality, and become just a racial nationality? Like what's a racial nationality? So so just to let you know, family, a black Brit is weird because that's like similar. It's supposed to be what an African American is today, a foreigner with American citizenship. That's supposed to be that's their version of that when they say black Brit. So they're using a racial category as an identity. Racial categories do not identify you; they classify you. So I'm sure I'm going to speak over his head. I'm trying to develop a game plan where I don't speak over his head. So, because he'll chimp out most likely. So that's my thing. I try not to speak over people's heads. I try to speak where you can get it very plainly, and then we can carry the conversation on from then. And then once you got it, then I'll introduce more complex terms. You dig? But Godfrey is talking tough. All right. But we'll see. We'll see if he wants this intellectual smoke. We'll see. Only time gonna tell.
Thank you. Someone said that we killed in Tampa. Thanks.
Thank you for coming. $4.99. There you go, my man. I appreciate that. Yeah, please fix the shit here though. Help me out. Help us out with mass incarceration. Help us out. Help us out with reading levels. Help us out. You have no answer. You just come on people's platforms and open your fucking mouth. Somebody said, King got some thick thighs. That's disgusting. Ew. Chicago gangland.
I'm down 25.
All right. So, and obviously he's flagging me on TikTok, is like restricting me, flagging me because of Godfrey's chimping out. Like he just cursing every chance he get. He just being vulgar, obscenities, so he's flagging me all day long. So let me just discontinue with the Godfrey BS. Okay. And I'm gonna do a different video But so I spoke on birthright citizenship, right? So I'm a guy who's a trusted source. When I speak about it, it's a factual assessment. It's a factual news. I don't give opinion. I don't give I don't give opinion. I don't give an agenda. I just speak the ugly truth, the soul truth, the SOUL truth. You either can rock with that or you can't. Okay. All right. So I was speaking about birthright citizenship. I know people and also Haitian TPS status, you feel me? Haitian temporary status. I've been talking about that as well. Anybody can invite themselves up to talk about that. But be like the brother who called in earlier. He came on strong, he wasn't long, and he hopped off. That's anybody invite themselves up. Anybody click the YouTube link thing, please. Be strong, but don't be long and hop off and come back on again. You dig? But it's gonna be a long show, and I don't want no co-host right now. I just want people to call in and give opinions and keep it moving. Okay. So when I did my birthright citizenship video, I seen that Black Alpha Network did a video on birthright citizenship, and he entitled it Donald Trump's response to the Supreme Court, and it changes everything. Now that title is say again?
You said Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Trump what?
I said he responds to the Supreme Court ruling on birthright citizenship. Yeah. Yeah. Well, for now, because that was it. Oh yeah, we in agreement. So that was the executive part, but there's more to go. Yeah. So for me personally, I wanted to. I'm agreeing with Trump on that. Yeah, I'm agreeing with him on that. Yes, sir. Have a good one. Yeah. Okay. So he said, Donald Trump responds to the Supreme Court, and it changes everything. So now, the in-depth coverage I gave, the historical coverage I gave, right? This looked like clickbait. All right, I'm gonna be real. So when Black Alpha Network said Donald Trump responds to the Supreme Court and changes everything, there's nothing he could respond to that would change everything. It's over. Okay, there's 3 branches in government, right? There's judicial, executive, and legislative. Donald Trump is the executive. He put his case before the Supreme Court, and it flopped. It lost. You dig? So there's nothing else he can say that could change everything. So Black Alpha Network title I felt like was clickbaiters because there's nothing else. It's over. There's nothing he can say. Congress could say something else. Supreme Court could say something, but Trump is done for now. Okay, they done for now because Clarence Thomas, what he dropped was some heavy stuff. So you heard the background. You heard that was a white T man that heard me say Trump. So yeah, I see. I'm lit. I'm in the public. My camera's off, but I'm in the public. You dig? So you just seen it for yourself. You dig? I'm outside. Like I'm really that. All right. And I'm speaking publicly and unapologetically in front of everybody who comes. You see, as a white T guy, I didn't care. White T guy, Indian, tether. I'm doing my thing. Okay. So anyway, there's some things that Black Alpha Network said that was, spot on. Some things were decent. Some things were not accurate. All right. So let's look at it.
Let's go to work, y'all. Family, let's go back to just a few days ago. We ain't got to go back a week. Remember, we sat right here and we told everybody that this birthright citizenship ruling and the 14th Amendment ruling was not a win for the illegals. And do y'all remember the illegals was running around here and they was on TikTok, they was on Facebook, they was on Instagram, they was all across social media and they was talking crazy. They were saying, ha, 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 we gonna stay here in America. Well, guess what, family? That ha, ha, ha didn't even last 1 week because 10,000 people have been packed up, racked up, and sent out of the United States.
All right. So first and foremost, it wasn't just illegals that was caca and keying. It was also legal immigrants, because obviously birthright citizenship will affect legal citizens. It will put their citizenship back into question. because if they were born here from temporary status parents, like the Haitians, or if they were born here from illegals who crossed the border illegally, yeah, their status in question and may be revoked. So this wasn't just it wasn't just something for illegals. It was something for legals as well. That's a matter of fact. Birthright citizenship ain't for illegals, because illegals are illegal. You dig? It's actually for the people who gain their citizenship here, who have it, but they are legal, but their legal status are in question. We want to know, how did you become legalized in America? Okay, were your parents temporary stay people, or were they illegal themselves? Right. So this is really about legals who should not be legal. That's what pretty much what it's about. It's not about illegals at all. But let's go.
States of America in just 3 days. And guess what, family? Right now, as we speak on this Friday, 4th of July weekend, there is going to be a massive assault on all illegals, mass deportations and arrests from East Coast to West Coast, Midwest, down South. They're pulling up on Julios, Romeros, Pedros, Mumbambas, Mutumbos, everybody about to get it. And foundational Black Americans is just sitting back, popcorn popping, watching the show and saying, you thought it was all good, didn't you? You thought you had it made, didn't you? So now, family, what we're finding out is that anchors away and anchors can't stay. There's about to be a hell of a lot of children with a hell of a lot of parents on the other side of the border. But guess what? That's how it go down. Watch this right here, family. This is what's going on. And we hate to say we told you so, but we told you so. ICE, talk to him.
ICE is quietly arresting more people. Trust me. Be careful this 4th of July weekend. They will almost certainly want to arrest a record number of people so they can brag on the news about how they did it on America's anniversary.
I'm not a U.S. citizen. I'm not a U.S. citizen. Get the fuck out of here.
Migración cayó con todo en este centro comercial. Ahí...
All I'm telling you is just stay back.
No, bro. Right? Just wait. Westmore made it legal first to fucking
chokehold Julio. That's chokehold Julio. ICE, call him twice. It ain't nice. You thought it was funny 5 days ago, didn't you? Family, the same ones that was laughing in America is laughing back.
And just for the record, so nobody chimp out and nobody teach the premises call in, I'm against all illegals. If you're illegal, you got to go. You dig? So I want to put that. I don't want you to like assume my position. If you're in this country illegally, you got to go. Period. Self-deport or get sent to Eswatini in South Africa. Get sent to Venezuela, who just got annihilated. Okay, but you are, I think they're giving y'all $2,600 with free transportation out of the country. All right. If you remain, but if you're, and you have a chance to come back here illegally, okay, they made it very clear. If you're arrested in this country for not leaving now, while you're, because right now, y'all, everybody who's TPS, the 6,100 Syrians and the 350,000 plus Haitians, if you guys are arrested going forward, you can kiss your American citizenship dreams goodbye. Okay? So the Trump administration is saying, take the $2,600, self-deport with dignity and apply again. And maybe, the lottery hits your number and you're good. But if you are found and arrested, you can never be an American citizen. I want you to understand that. I want FBAs to know that. That's what's going on here. If they are arrested by ICE, they can never be an American citizen. So go ahead and take the $2,600, self-deport. In Haiti, $2,600 is pretty much $260,000. It's probably 2.6 million in Haiti. Their money ain't worth a damn. Yeah, so it's probably $2.6 million. Take that. Okay, Barbecue is not a bad guy from what I'm reading. I'm reading he's a revolutionary. He's against the coons, the puppets that the Western countries, Eastern countries set up in Haiti as rulership. I'm reading Jimmy Barbecue and his goons. I'm hearing that they are like the Black Panther version. You dig? They're like the Huey P. Newton. So That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that they not even like bad people. Like they being painted as bad as Black Americans were painted. I mean, as the Black Panthers were painted badly. You dig? Hey, Minister Meach, what's going on, brother? Hey, you know, man, chilling out here, having fun, live. I'm on TikTok and YouTube.
On YouTube?
Nah, no, well, yeah. So if you hear any video, it's coming from YouTube, and I got it to the phone on TikTok.
Man. And you hopping back into the arena with the Israelites.
Hey, yo, did you reach out to? Did Buddy reach out to you?
Who?
Oh, he didn't.
Who?
The main guy that I keep telling you about.
If you want to say his name on here, you gotta text me. I don't even know.
Yeah, well, I can't even remember his name, but he always call in off topic. He brings up what you just brought up, and I'm like, yo, holla at Minister Meach, and then we can arrange something. I said because right now he's the leading authority on subject, so I said, yo, get at him. Like he's way more active than me. Get at him and we can arrange something. But he keep calling me. I'm like, yo, you got to call him and he's gonna set it up. So now I seen like we're in a group with Divine Prospect. So what is he saying?
We ain't said nothing lately.
There you go.
He said we created a group. He was like, oh, okay. So we got to look at when we can jump in and do something. I could probably do something on the weekend. It's got to be on the weekend though.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm with you because Monday through Friday is a wrap. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm available.
I think Saturday night will probably be like the best bet. That's my Sunday morning.
I'm good with Saturday night. That's actually the perfect time because Sunday I got to work. You know what I mean? So yeah, Saturday is good with me.
Okay, buddy. I'll let him know.
So but check your inbox because either I sent him you or you him. Okay, so I think I know what I did. I sent him to you, and he must have not contacted you. Yeah, because I know for a fact I sent him you.
Tell him to hit me up.
All right.
She just had a conversation with a Hebrew Israelite yesterday. It was first one in a while because I've been on my school grind.
Right.
And man, it's still crazy. Man, this dude told me, I was like, how do you know the book of Jasher is the right one from Joshua? He said, oh, the Ethiopian Bible is the oldest Bible. And I was like, that's from like the 14th century, right? He was like, yeah. You ever heard of Codex Sinaiticus? You just know where it went from there.
Yeah. I would have loved to ask the guy, like, yo, what language was the Ethiopian Bible written in?
He knew it was these.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Seemed like a lot of his other stuff he did not know. So I basically put his logic and flipped it. I'm like, okay, if you're saying it's the most ancient Bible, therefore the canon's right, then that means the Codex Sinaiticus has a more perfect canon. He was like, no, that wasn't my argument. And even the host of the thing, he was like, yeah, dude, you did say it was the most ancient. And it was like, dude, it was bad. I was literally just asking clarifying questions and he was getting mad at me.
See, that's the thing. That's what I do. That's important. We have to, before we engage in a back and forth, we have to establish the facts.
Yeah.
Okay, that we agree on, because then a back and forth will never happen because we'll just be back and forth, right? We got to establish the facts first. Like, what do you agree to? I agree. That's a fact, and let's go from there. And see the thing.
He kept saying stuff, and I'm like, well, do you mean this? He would never answer that question, and I'm like, I tried to cut him off. I'm like, yo, respectfully, I wasn't asking that. He was getting all upset. I'm like, dude, like, he was like, you just mad about my answer. Like, dude, it's not answering anything. I'm asking. Like, I don't know if you're having a side conversation or what the case is, but dude, if I can't even understand you, how we gonna like actually talk about stuff?
Hey, but Meech, I had a guest yesterday, right? So now what I do with those guys, unfortunately, I just kick them off. Like, because I'm too experienced to know where it's going to go. It's going nowhere. It's semantical play. So the guy yesterday, bro, made some claims, right, against FBA. So he made a 13-minute video. So he comes. So now we rearrange the dialogue in from IG. The text. I mean, it's documented. He said, "What you want to talk about?" I said, "Your video." You dig? That means all of it. So he agreed. So now we're online, and I'm saying, "Hey, you said this. That's false." He said he ain't say it. I'm like, "No, you said." He said he ain't say it. So I'm like, "Can I pull the video?" He's like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "All right, well, let's just play the whole video because I'm really going to pick it all apart anyway. We're going to do the whole video." The dude said, "No, only 1 minute in my video. That's it." So guess what? And look, the dialogue just started. Like we didn't even get maybe 10 minutes in. I kicked them off. Bro. I kicked them off. I'm like, well, actually, I didn't kick him off. He hopped off. I said, "Bro, you don't want to be held accountable what you said because you said a bunch of stuff, and I'm about to address everything you said. That's why I invited you on. And I did. I got 2 IG accounts, by the way. I gave him the IG account that's not attached to what I do, so he couldn't look me up. So yeah, so he think I'm green. So, but he found out really quickly I'm not green. It's like, dude, I'm trying to address everything you said. You dig? And once he started to like do what he did, I'm like, dude, it ain't gonna happen. And I start talking over him because I'm not gonna respect nothing you say from here. And he contradicted himself because he made a claim in the video that he was no longer making while we're live. I'm like, hey, I need to play that video to show your original claim because you said something differently on your video where you were tough right by yourself. Now we're engaging. You know what I mean? You're not tough no more. And then I can't play his video, just 1 minute of the video. Hey, all right, bro. Goodbye. Get off. Right. And guess what? But that's enough content. Like I don't need an hour or no. You good. Get off. You get off. So he hopped off and I played his video anyway. I played the whole video anyway. Like, dude, I'm gonna play your video regardless, bro. You're not gonna stop that.
Just never posted it. He was embarrassed about it. That's what it seemed like.
But that's what people do though. But people post videos and they claim they're clapping back or responding or rebutting. It's like, well, bro, I want to deal with your rebuttals. Like you're not confident in your rebuttals, and it meets. I make it clear, man. Yo, by the way, when I talk to people, nobody ever asks me questions in my speech, Bible or lineage, like FBA. Nobody, when they come on here, they don't ask me. I'm the only person asking questions. Like, hey, why don't you ask me a question? No, nobody ever asks me a question, man. So it's impossible to have a dialogue where 2 people are opposed to each other. We're gonna naturally have questions for each other. Bro, nobody ever asks me questions. It's only myself asking questions.
I should tell you right there that it's kind of like it's hard to deal with some of the information you put out.
Right. And see, you and I study together. So we built a culture, right? So and we got experience. So when that happens, we already know what it is. Like, okay, dude, if you don't got a question for me, I know like it's over. You're not on my level at all, my God. You got no questions for me?
For you, I think I saw an FBA video. Dude said something interesting. I want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
He said, because somebody was like, basically like, oh, like you're African American, like your descent goes back to Africa. And I don't know if you would make this point, but he said, well, doesn't everybody's descent go back to Africa? They're not called African. Would that be a point that you would make?
Yes, that'd be a point because you do with Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans go from light to brown to very dark. So I would say you don't believe none of them got African descent, and they would concede to say yes. Okay, so will you call Puerto Ricans African? And then they won't say yes. It's like, you see, your logic falls apart. because you admitted that the darker ones have African descent, but you won't call them Africans. But you'll say some of us got African descent, we're Africans. The rule got to apply to everybody equally, and you're picking and choosing, right? So yeah, so I've done that. I did that with Mexicans, the Colombians, anybody that got some dark people in their lineage. I bring that up and say, hey, are they African? Because if that's the logic, then everybody's African.
She's saying that, man, I thought my father-in-law was African American, man. He dark too.
Yeah, and yeah, but he's not though. Like, he's not wrong. See, that's the thing. The thing is, when people are dark and they say I'm not Black American, African American, that's the truth. That's not racist. That's not nothing. That's the truth. Because just because you got white people, right? That's Italian. Is he German? Right. Yeah, right. So just because you light or white doesn't mean you're all the same. So yeah, you got different dark people who are different from each other. So yes, I have no problem with Dominicans saying they're not Black, Haitians, or whoever, and they're right. They're not. They are their the flag. If you got a flag, you are of your flag.
So question. So if you were to guesstimate, like how far back in your lineage would you go to like determine like what you are? Like what would be like your stopping point? Like,
Okay.
hey, I'm not going back 50 generations because this is kind of outlandish.
No, there's no stopping point. You go as far as you actually can, documented wise. If you can't go no further than that, like it's in the Bible, right? When we go to Adam, right? Anything past Adam? Is anything right? But people act like it is, all right, but they can't prove it. So same thing with me. So when I trace my genealogy and everybody's in America and nobody's from Africa, it's like, yo, that's what it is. Like, I don't have nobody's African in my genealogy. Everybody is American.
Okay. I mean, that's a good point. When I saw it, I'm like, you know what? Even like that, even though I'm not on either side, like that's a really good point.
Like you just listening, like you listening, and you just like being unbiased. Right? That's all you. That's all you doing. You be
claim that everybody comes from Africa, because I would like make the claim that everybody really comes from the Levant, the Mediterranean area.
Okay.
I could still make a similar point as far as how far back could you trace your genealogy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And bro, you gotta understand, like your genealogy is gonna tell you who your father and mother and cousins are. And if your genealogy stops and it don't name nobody from Africa or somewhere else, that's it. Right. So when somebody make a claim for me and say, hey, you're African, I'm like, okay, show me. Show me, because I'm missing it. Show me how I'm African. And by the way, you can't go off a DNA test, right? A DNA test is not to. DNA tests are not there to identify you. They're there to enhance medicine. They're there to show you that you're the father of a baby or you committed a crime. You dig? But DNA tests do not identify who you are. That's their vulnerability. That's their limitation, and that's why they give a disclaimer. For entertainment purposes only. So, for example, if I take a DNA test and that thing say I'm like Jewish, I can't go get no Jewish. They're gonna be like, yo, if you don't get out of here. If it says I'm indigenous, right? If it says I'm indigenous, I can't go to an indigenous tribe and get no. They're gonna be like, yo, get out of here, security. But that's a disclaimer. Like, the disclaimer is we're only here for medicine. Solve a crime, you're a daddy of a kid, that's it. It's not there to identify you 1,000 years ago. That's not what it's there for to do.
It was just like a lost cause talking to the Hebrew Israelites, because even if you do make good points, they're like, oh, that's the white man's science.
Right. That's the thing. And that's when like we come up with a plan to like hold them to something. It's like, okay, hold on. When is the white man's science credible and not credible? You dig? Like, you let me know, because if it's not credible at all, then you shouldn't use it at all. because the back and forth. Like I was talking to a Hebrew, like she told me that Black Americans were the majority over white people in America. I'm like, wait, what? Because we were talking about revolutions or rebellions, revolts and rebellions, Haiti versus Black American. So I'm like, well, the Haitian revolt was more successful than ours because they are the majority. Like the French were visitors in Haiti. You dig? Black America, we were the visitors because you had everybody from British to Irish to German. You know what I mean? It meant mad different Europeans in America. They were always the overwhelming majority. So she tried to flip it on me and say no, and try to include the indigenous people, right, of the land. So I'm like, wait. You capped it off by saying slavery. Those indigenous people were not enslaved. They're not in slavery. Okay, so we're so you mix it up. So that's Meech. A lot of people don't know how to argue, my guy. So it's like, yo, we just talked about revolts, rebellions. You only rebel when you're from captivity. So if you're not in captivity and you're indigenous, what are you rebelling from?
Exactly.
Okay, but she missed that. You have to be in a plantation to make your argument. Those indigenous people got to be on a plantation. I made it very clear. I said African slaves. Okay, so you have to be on a plantation. If you're not there, you don't count. And the plantations, they were numbered 384,000. And when the Emancipation Proclamation, 13th, 14th Amendment, 6 million after that. Dude, these people in the hundreds. Like, yo, like, what are we doing here? But but again, like she missed it. She's still arguing. I left it alone because you're not ready. Like you bit off more than you can chew. Like you're not ready.
One of these guys literally just read their argument back to them so that I can flip it on them in some way. And then many times they're like, "Oh no, I didn't say that." Okay, then clarify what you said. And they literally yesterday, the dude said, "Oh, I didn't say that." And I'm like, "Okay, what'd you say?" He literally proceeded to say the same thing that I said.
And that's why, bro, live, what I do while I'm live, I rewind it and play it while we're live. Like, listen to yourself. You dig? Like, this is what you said. Okay, so now you say you ain't say it, but you did say it. Where we at now? Right. So for me, I'm big on credibility. Okay, so now you said you ain't say it, but we rewind it. You said it. You admit you said it. Yeah, okay, you said it. So now your credibility is shot. Yeah, ain't no come back from that. Now everything you say going forward is questionable, and that's why I say everything I say, it meets. I'm here with it. If your random research disagree with me, I lose. I made it easy for people to beat me. I say if you research something that I say, and it goes against what I said, I'll concede and take the L. Okay, if you chat GPT, Grok, Claude, or Venice or whatever, and it goes against what I'm saying, you win. Yeah, but that's how good I am though, Meech. I'm that good where I just concede to the AI search. Now of course I want to know what they typed in first. But let's see what you typed in first. Share your screen. Like, I got yeah. Hey, bro. The one guy sent me his bro. I don't know why he did this. His name is Revenue. He sent me his entire. First of all, in my opinion, Grok is one of the worst AIs out there. Grok is the worst. All right. From my experience, is one of the worst. And he was using Grok. Hey, bro. He gave me the entire thread of Grok. Right. So when I clicked it, I get to read whatever he asked Grok. Bro, he literally asked, he told Grok, Unbiased Ron is wrong. So, like, so, and it's still what I want, bro. It's this what I wanted to debate. Yeah, he led it to like lead to agree with him. And it's from his research, bro. His research. This is his thread. His thread still said I won the debate. His name is Revenue. I'm like, dude. Yeah, bro, there's levels. But like people don't know who you are. But Minister Meach is a debater. He's he's in the religious realm, but that methodology carries on to wherever you go in life, science, whatever politics, wherever he goes, that methodology follows. Yeah, so if you're good at so it's a methodology. It's what you use to win. But this is my guy. People don't know who you are. This is my guy. This is my study partner. He's the real deal. And he's right now debating Bible. He's really good. People ain't gonna beat him. They ain't got a chance in hell. Like I got all confidence in you. You dig? And I'm willing to assist you whenever you need me.
Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, I'm into the scripture, a little bit of looking at history, a little bit of philosophy, not too much.
No, that's good. Get in philosophy. I want you to get in there.
Yeah.
I need that. No, that is a gem. Get into philosophy. Go all the way there.
You know what I realized is so important? Like just from because I took a philosophy course, and I realized a lot of people don't have this and understand this. It's when you study about epistemology, about your justification for how you know what you know, basically. And that's what I was asking. That was the first thing I asked, but I didn't say what's your epistemic justification. I said, hey, what's your justification that the book of Joshua that you have is the same one that Moses or Joshua found? And dude, he just kept. I kept telling him, like, dude, you're presupposing that the book you have is the book, and I'm asking you to prove how you know that that's the case. And he just didn't understand how he was arguing from a point of this is already the book, therefore this is the book. Like, dude, that's like a circular argument.
I was gonna say that it's begging the question, circular reason. And what I'm saying to you is that, bro, when that happens, just end the call. You got enough. You have enough. Yeah, you have enough. Yeah, you have enough. You don't need to go no further. Once you so he's begging a question or circular reasoning, it's over. You can just get him off. You dig? Because he ain't gonna sleep good. Kick him off, and you keep on going in on that. But don't allow him to be there. Once they be that disingenuous, you gotta kick them off.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the conversation was over when he said that when Christians say "Amen," we're actually praying to Amen Ra.
Oh my God! The whole Tep doctrine. Oh my God, bro.
Like, so have you studied Metanetia or Greek?
Right.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that whole doctrine is hilarious. Yeah, but even when they call in here, like the Metanetters, the whole Teppers, it's like, bro, listen, it's bad. I'm gonna just say that it's bad. Like nobody. Bro, it's hard. It's hard for somebody to compete with me. It's very hard because people don't understand my study. You do, because Minister Meach and myself been hours. We're like hours online, coming up with research. We're hours in, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. We're waking up early, going over things. Like, so he know my study habits. I know his. Like, we're dedicated. Like, the average person is not that sold on information. They're not.
Like, to be honest, I think we found about 80% of the information on the virgin birth.
Yo, nobody can touch us on that one. It's so easy.
Let me talk to you on the side.
Right. Yeah. You wait. Like, yeah, you don't want to do that. So like, there's a thing that people don't understand when it comes to debating. Like, debating is about argumentation, right? It's really not about facts like that. It's about how you argue. Can I defeat your argument? That's either yes or no. Okay, it don't matter if you got a bunch of lies. If I can't defeat it, I lose. So that's what that's what made Captain Zaryak so tough. It's like, no, you gotta. People debate him, think they won. Like you ain't win. You lost. You ain't debunk his arguments.
I think if you watch his debate with Jay Dyer, I'm not gonna lie, Jay is really good at debate antics and rhetoric. Like he's really good at it, bro. And I think he came away in that conversation, so, even though the information was clearly on Jay's side, but
right,
you know, Captain Zaryak, he was just using his debate rhetoric to try to get on top,
and it didn't work. And see, and the guy, what's the guy name that he debated?
Jay Dyer.
Okay, so that means that he's one of those ones. That means he get it.
Yeah.
Like he get it. He understands how to argue, how to debate. Like he's not emotional. He understands the rules on what it takes to get a W. And the thing is,
he's a little emotional.
Okay, no, I'm emotional too. Like when I'm human.
He's a little racist or a little.
But that don't matter. An argument, don't. Your personal agenda doesn't matter. It's about your argumentation. Like your personal opinion don't matter. Did you argue something and was it debunked? Or did the guy acquiesce? That's all that matters. Because you know how we debate. Yeah, you say something to me, that ain't gonna stand. I'm debunking that. I'm rebutting that. That's not gonna stand.
Hey, but I'm about to head into work, man. I'm gonna let you get back to it, man. It was nice.
Yeah, but I want you to inbox me, man. Like when you got somebody, look, bro, tap me in. That's all I'm saying to you. Tap me in. Inbox. I'm checking my. Yeah, tap me in. You got my. You know, you can always call me. So you. Yeah. So tap me in. If I don't respond, just call me. All right. So I sent him. I sent you to him. I'm gonna now send him to you. Okay. All right, man. I appreciate you. All right, shalom, peace. All right, so that is the brother, Minister Meach, one of my debate partners when we debate religion. Like I'm that's what I'm trying to say. Like some of y'all YouTubers you subscribe to and follow, they don't have no background. These are people who popped on the scene just yesterday, and I don't know why Black Americans are that vulnerable. Like nobody knows who these people are before they became somebody. It's like, yo, what's their background? Now, look, let me throw out a name. I like Marquette. I like him. Okay. Sometimes I believe he chooses arguments he shouldn't choose, and maybe he don't do so well. But Marquette is very, like, he's the real deal. He's the real deal. I feel like we should have a conversation. I feel like he needs a little bit of pushback for somebody who's confident like myself. But I like Marquette, the Saint in the Center. I believe he has all the tangibles to like really take it to the next level. He's not there yet because he got little flaws, and those flaws are big. And I'm gonna play a debate that he just had. So I think that he needs to stay in his lane because he's very educated. He's the real deal. He's very articulate, eloquent, all that. He's the real deal. I think sometimes he go outside of his lane to debate, and he finds himself in trouble. But if he stays in his lane, he's a problem. Like I've been watching my guy, so I like him. He's really educated. He's the real deal. He just takes bad debate sometimes, and it ain't a good look. But I stay in my lane. I stay in my lane. I stay what I'm good at. Right? If you talk about something I'm not good at, I ain't gonna talk about it. Okay, but all right. But anyway, let's get back to Afro Elite. I mean, no, Black Alpha Network.
Back in Mexico. Shout out to Chokehold Julio.
All I'm telling you is just stay back here.
Yo, bro, just wait. West one made it legal for us to fucking sue your ass. Fucking wait. AI, remember AI? AI's advancing, motherfucker. You wanna get your fucking face? Get out here. Supporting our fucking community. Where's the fucking amendment, bitch?
It don't don't apply to illegals. No amendments apply to illegals. You try to steal the 14th Amendment from foundational Black Americans. Certifies in the chat right now. How well is that 14th Amendment thing working for them? How well is trying to hijack the 14th Amendment from foundational Black Americans working for them? How well is birthright citizenship working for them?
For rich people from other countries, that was meant for. Actually, it was meant for the babies of slaves. If you look at it, it was a month after the Civil War ended that it went through. That's because it was meant for the babies of slaves, the babies of slaves, the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for rich people.
And by the way, anybody on YouTube could click the link. Anybody from TikTok can invite themselves up. But I caution you, you're dealing with a historian. That's all I'm going to say. I caution you. I'm not these guys on the net who's just on the net. I'm a certified historian. Okay. And you're going to learn, especially in this country, America. Yeah. I study the history of U.S. immigration. Okay. I know a great deal of Black American history. All right. So I'm going to give y'all guys a warning. You're talking to him. So YouTube, click the link. TikTok, invite yourself up. But you are listening to him.
People from China, they came over in Gulf Streams. It was meant for the babies of slaves, for the babies of slaves. It wasn't meant for rich people from China. They came over in Gulf Streams. It was meant for the babies of slaves. So I believe, no, I know they got it wrong. We'll take care of the birthright. We'll take care of the birthright citizenship.
Donald Trump responds. Donald Trump fires back. Donald Trump makes it clear that it's still foundational Black Americans, because Donald Trump is looking at the Constitution, and the Constitution says foundational Black Americans. Let me tell you who it doesn't say. It doesn't say Haiti. It doesn't say Jamaica. It doesn't say Africa. It doesn't say Mexico. It doesn't say Venezuela. It doesn't say the Ukraine. It doesn't say Syria. No, it says foundational Black Americans, because the only babies of slaves are the same people here who are the offspring of those slaves.
That's a fact.
And that be foundational Black Americans.
Because that was not meant for rich people from other countries. That was meant for, actually, it was meant for the babies of slaves.
The babies of slaves. There you go, family. And that is basically what this whole era has been defined by. Think about this generation, family. This generation has been defined by lineage, heritage, and culture. Us delineating, regulating, and separating. Family, I want to tell everybody that your delineation from your lineage is on the front stage of the United States of America at the highest levels. You just had the Supreme Court basically talking about delineation. Can we be real, fam?
So everything that Black Alpha Network is saying is 100% accurate.
We go there. They talking about us, fam. That whole conversation about birthright citizenship, that wasn't about fleers. The fleers try to hijack that. The fleers try to steal
that. He's saying 100% facts, by the way.
That the same way they come here and try to steal everything. Fam, the Supreme Court just spent the last week talking about foundational Black Americans exclusively. Donald Trump is talking about.
So let me just say this. Nobody can. So everything Black Alpha Network is saying is 100% truth. It's stamped, right? I'll cook anybody who invite themselves up or click the link. Okay, so there's no doubt when the 14th Amendment was being in discussion, Black Americans were on their mind. There was no foreigners on their mind. Black Americans were on their mind. Okay, but come talk to a historian. You dig? Try your luck. Spin the wheel. You dig? Spin the wheel. You dig? Come talk to a historian. You dig? Ain't nobody gonna be able to click in, call in, and know more about history or Black American history more than me. Okay? I make that claim. So I'm saying spin the wheel and find out. Invite yourself up. on TikTok, YouTube. Click the link. You dig? I'm telling you. Hey, look. Other folks are good that talk about our history, but they ain't me. Okay, I go a little deeper. On the fly. I can wing it. You dig? I ain't got to Google it. ChatGPT on the fly. I already did that. You dig? I got great memory. So this is your chance. If you want to know, if you want some credibility for yourself, some clout, talk to me. I got you. Like most people can't. Like I'm one of the ones. So I'm telling you that the average person does not know more about American history than myself, or Black American history than myself. Okay, and I'm inviting you guys up. I'm a confrontational content creator. I don't like to monologue. I'd rather dialogue. I'm with the shits. I want to debate. I want opposition. I'm like Mayweather though. I make opposition look like they're just weak. You dig? But you might not be weak. You might be good on other podcasts and content, channels, whatever. But over here, like I'm just that guy. I'm that guy. So on the fly, I'm saying I know more about Black American history than anybody who can invite themselves up. That's my claim. You invite yourself up on TikTok. YouTube, click the link. I'm saying none of y'all, I don't give a damn, you FBA or non-FBA, none of y'all know more about Black American history than me. Okay? So what we doing? And I'm saying the only Black people in the world, Black. I'm saying there's no such thing as a Kamala Harris being Black. She ain't Black. Obama ain't Black. Haitians ain't Black. Nobody from the Caribbean is Black, and nobody from Africa is Black. That's my argument. That's been only my argument. Nobody else made that argument with me, but me, and could defend it. Okay. So if you're not a foundational Black American and you believe you're Black, then this is your moment to click the link or invite yourself up and have a conversation with a scholar. This is that moment. But you ain't gonna do it because you know you ain't Black. I know you ain't Black.
Foundational Black Americans exclusively. The Supreme Court justices, they're talking about foundational Black Americans exclusively. Well, guess what, y'all? The whole damn world is talking about foundational Black Americans exclusively, because everything that we got is everything that they want. However, they can't get it from us. Let me tell y'all what also ended up occurring in the last few days. We said that ICE done ramped up, family. We said that these people are in trouble. Woo, buddy. Fam, the trouble don't stop there. No, it don't. They thought it was real cool to run around here and just talk reckless. They thought it was real cool to run around here and just say any and everything. See, what they thought, brothers and sisters, they thought that they were going to exercise something that has already been.
And by the way, I support ICE 100%. So if you want to debate that, I got you. Invite yourself up. Click my link. I support ICE 100%. I'm on Team ICE. And then y'all can't do nothing with me, because if you could, you invite yourself up and click that link. But yeah, look, these guys know better. Like, they know who to call in on and who not to. I respect that.
In play. Family, how you going to try to re-hijack something? No, you should have been worrying about ICE, because while everybody was focused on the birthright citizenship case, family, ICE was getting billions of more dollars. Tom Homan has been real quiet until today. Tom Homan just came out and he said, y'all just wait. Not only do we have 10,000 people that just got locked up in 5 days, we've got 10,000 new agents. And then on top of that, family, ICE now is working in conjunction with the Department of Homeland Security. One, they're working with the ATF, they're working with the FBI. You are about to see the most massive deportation process in American history, which is going to make the one that just occurred in the wintertime look like candles on a birthday cake. They coming right now as we speak. They're getting rounded up. This is the 4th of July weekend, certified salute to foundational Black Americans, because, we built this thing. I'm talking about the 4th of July, the 5th of July. I'm talking about the 3rd of August, the 22nd of November. It don't matter. It's foundational Black American if it goes on inside of these borders, because we own this. So let me tell you what's happening, y'all. As they have this conversation about birthright citizenship, right now as we speak, these people are getting blitzed everywhere, fam. The footage that has been coming out over the last 3 days has been insane. They are rounding up everybody, and nobody is excluded, because you thought you was going to play them W's, right? You thought you was going to hustle them W's. Did you really think Tobacco Ted was going to sit back and let you run his mouth? Fam, let me tell you something. Tobacco Ted is pissed off. Yes, the hell he is. Let me tell you who else is pissed off, family. I'm going to show you. Fentanyl Fanny. She pissed off too, because you was running your damn mouth. And a party ain't a party unless you got meth head Melissa. Oh, she mad as a mom too. And family, Brussels sprouts Bob done even showed up. And he said, I'd be damned if them illegals take something from me. Well, let me tell you what just happened, fam. Now they're using this anchors away, which means bring a baby over here in your stomach, then your ass is going to jail, but you're going to jail back in your homeland. Watch this, fam. The Mayos is pissed.
I am actually so incredibly happy that the Supreme Court ruling on the birthright citizenship ruling came out the way it did, because in Trump fashion, now there's another way around that's actually going to be more beneficial to us than not. And what am I talking about? Well, the birthright citizenship thing is just a ruling that places us in the same exact place we have always been in our entire lives. It literally comes down as a ruling that nothing that you and I have ever experienced. You're born in this country, you stay in this country, or you're a citizen of the country. But here's the great thing about it. You know what Trump and the Department of Homeland Security doesn't need congressional approval to do?
What's that?
They don't need congressional approval to mandate a pregnancy test for any female coming into this country.
Uh-oh. Donald Trump wasn't playing when he said we gonna take care of it, huh? Fam, there's more than one ways to skin a cat, and there's more than one way to send an illegal back. Uh-oh.
And let me just say for the record, I'm gonna make it easy for guys, because guys don't want to call in. They don't want to invite themselves up. I get it. Amaz Ron here, Scholar. We're gonna dodge him. I get it. We're gonna go to other FBA channels that are inferior. I get it. Yeah, I try to play dumb. I try to get you guys over. I try to play dumb to lure you guys over here to get cooked. I'm a content creator. I want to create content. So I try to, and I like dialogues. I don't like monologue. Okay. So my boy F Alpha, Black Alpha Network, you dig? He's going in. But that is a monologue. I don't want monologues. I'm confrontational. I'm very competitive. I want somebody, when I go in, I want somebody to call in. I want to make an example of somebody. I don't want to do monologues. I don't like monologues. I like dialogues. Dig? That's why I want people to call in. Black Alpha might want to do monologues where they're preaching, whatever. Not me. I want folks to challenge me on what I'm saying. Because that's the best evidence of what you're saying is accurate, is when folks call in and challenge you and can't defeat nothing you're saying. Okay, I don't believe there's a man on earth, a woman on earth that can defeat my argument. Mine, not nobody else's, mine argument. I'm saying delineation is necessary. Okay? I'm saying reparations is old. I'm saying we're old an anti-black crime bill. If you disagree with any of those three arguments, you want to invite yourself up or click that Zoom link. Okay? And I believe I'm the best on all three different talking points. Reparations, delineation, and an anti-black crime bill. I believe I am the best to represent those three talking points. Okay? So you can challenge me or dodge me and go to inferior channels. That's on you. But yet, delineation. Most people who is against it don't even know what it means. Okay, I ask folk all the time on TikTok, YouTube, even FBAs, not just even FBAs don't know what it means. I had a so-called FBA person pull up. I asked him, "What does it mean?" He didn't know what it meant. He chimped out. He didn't know what it meant. So I'm with correct information. I'm not with the, you know what I mean, the glitz and glamour and the smoke and mirrors. Most people do not know what delineation means. When we say we're delineating, most people do not know what we mean when we say we're delineating. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. You know what I mean, I'm feeling myself. Then guess what? He's Uncle Calvin. Uncle Rick. Cousin Rick. That's Cousin Rick.
Thanks.
Yeah, so let me play the rest.
If you feel you want to come here and dump that baby off in the trash can, they gonna hit you with a pregnancy test soon as you get on the shores. They in trouble, y'all.
And the great thing about this is there's already precedent set for this, because for any female coming into this country. And the great thing about this is there's already precedent set for this, because the Supreme Court ruled, if you remember back in Trump's first term, that he could actually ban people from coming into this country if there's some sort of a security risk. So that's where the Muslim ban came from. And now the Department of Homeland Security is gearing up to make it a requirement for any female coming into this country to have a pregnancy test or a doctor's note proving that they are not pregnant within 10 days of travel.
Damn.
And if for any reason the DHS or Border Patrol or anybody.
All right, so anyway, that's more confirmation that I'm outside, you dig? So yeah, I ain't these weirdos that claim FBA, but nobody know their background, their story. You see me interacting with the public, you dig? I got a whole microphone right here. You dig? So, I mean, it is what I'm not in a basement. I'm not in a attic or some secret room talking FBA business. I'm outside for real, in the hood. But you can see black people, Black American, island, or you may be African, Latino, when the other guy was white tee. You dig? Like, I'm outside. I'm not weird. I'm not enclosed, confined, and safe. I'm outside for somebody to not like what I'm saying and maybe want to do something. This is called outside work. You're not gonna get from your favorite content creators who don't really talk nothing. And then I'm really outside. I'm outside. Y'all hear people talking to me. I don't know her. And I ain't know that whitey guy, you dig, who was pro-Trump. But this validates who I really am, you dig?
Feels like the documents that you might be bringing along with you are falsified or not correct, then they can actually make you take a pregnancy test right then and there. So the good thing, the silver lining in all of these precedents being set over the years, with the president having the power to decide who can come in and cannot come into the country for visiting reasons, and with the whole thing needing to have health documents along with your in order for you to travel through borders. That precedent has been set, and now we are where we are. So really, we are in the same place we've always been as far as what the Supreme Court says is the ruling on the birthright citizenship attached with the 14th Amendment, which, by the way, doesn't even say anything about that. It was all about African-American babies being able to be citizens and vote and this, that, and the other. But I digress because there's more than one way to skin a cat, especially if you're a Haitian. But so let me know in the comments thread. There was more than one way to skin a cat, especially if you're a Haitian cat, especially if you're a Haitian cat, especially.
Damn! Did the Haitians catch some strays? Some stray cats?
So once again, y'all hear the interaction. So the big unbiased Ron is outside for real, for real. People say that, but they're not. I'm at the mercy of the public. So somebody can hear what I'm saying and they can like throw punches at me or, you know what I mean? Delete me. But this is what I do. And believe me, it gets worse. I'm getting those meta glasses. So it's going to get worse. You're going to see how I move. I'm really FBI. I'm not no suspected agent who came into the public eye, you know, recently. Nah, I got a 17+ year history on YouTube. In my hood, I'm certified, validated, all that type stuff. You dig? I'm that guy in my hood. I ain't come out of nowhere and get on social media, say I'm FBA and get a large following. No. My story a little different. My story a little different. You dig? I'm really him. Okay? We got Ashanti pulling up. Ashanti, what's going on, Ashanti?
To like Nigeria. So this whole delusion you guys are telling each other, it needs to stop.
Okay. So wait. So when okay. Ashanti, that's your name, right? On TikTok? And what Nah, I love it too. I love Ashanti. Okay. So what country are you from? Your origins?
It's from
Oh, really? Or more?
Yeah,
And your dad?
my dad is from the US.
Okay. All right. Okay. So Ashanti, I don't know. Ashanti, I understand there's a lot of people on TikTok, social media that's very toxic. I'm not one of those folks. And you should have realized that.
I've seen your lives before. You are pretty toxic. And
Okay.
you hurt people.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. No. Don't leave just yet. What do
Because I know what you're gonna say.
Okay, no, you don't. Okay, right now you're being toxic. Right? Because I'm
toxic.
No, I'm actually talking to you civilly. You're being unreasonable. So I'm saying
Civil. Usually when you have a show,
Ashanti, I'm on YouTube too. And there's a lot of people on YouTube watching me right now. It's more than I'm new on TikTok, by the way. I'm new on TikTok. This is my first. Yeah, but we're talking about what, 2 months on TikTok? That's it.
Yeah, it's pretty
right
today.
Right. No. Okay, no, wait. Okay, so Ashanti, you're coming off as a tether, somebody who's intimidated by FBAs. Okay. Okay, now I got you. Okay, what is a native? Can you start there? Okay. I got you. So can you define what a native means? Can you No, I know what it is. I don't believe you know what it is. I'm a historian. You're not. Okay, so can you explain to us what a native? Okay, Ashanti. Ashanti. Yeah. You gonna chimp out? You gonna chimp out? Okay, so she chimped out. She left. You see? I ain't gotta be all toxic with her. She chimped out. She's saying native. She has no idea what native means, and most people who don't know, and no matter if you're with the lineage or not, most people don't know the difference between a native and indigenous. I do. So I was going to ask Ashanti, what is the difference between a native and an indigenous person? And she wouldn't have known. So I'm saying you guys should do that first. Okay, you want to tap in with me? You might want to know the difference between a native and indigenous person. Okay, because I'm going to ask you. Okay, nobody can call in and demonstrate that I don't know what I'm talking about, but they do. Because when I use words, I can define them. You use words, you can't define them. So all I'm gonna say is, hey, you said the word. What does it mean? I was gonna ask Ashanti, what does native mean, and how is it different than indigenous? And I guarantee you, she couldn't answer. That's why Ashanti chimped out. Chimped out is a real word, so get used to it. You dig? It's not exclusive to just melanated people. Chimp out is matter of fact, the people who chimped out historically first are whitey people. So the original chimpers are whitey people. I know history. That's why I'm not going to allow a whitey person to now redefine or revise chimp out to be us. No, ma'am, no, sir. I know the origins of chimping out. And that is a whitey European issue. Long before we were in the equation. Okay, now you can call in and challenge me on that. That's why I use chimp out, because chimp out is that's a European attribute. That is not a foundational Black American attribute. That's not even an African or island attribute. That is not even a Haitian attribute. That is a European. Chimping out is an European attribute that they want to anachronistically put on us. No, ma'am, no, sir. So she chimped out, mulatto woman. She chimped out. You know how I feel about mulattoes. If you don't know, you better know. If you're a mulatto, invite yourself up. Click the Zoom link. You dig? I'm not a fan of mulattoes. I feel like you guys are an enemy. You dig? But you could defend yourself by talking to me. But I'm not. I don't rock with mulattoes. To be honestly, I don't rock with mulattoes. Can't be trusted. Dual allegiance.
Cats, damn, you're catching strays there, Wyclef. You're catching strays there, Kodak Black. I need all the Haitians that's been on social media talking about foundationals to come to the front. Come on to the front. I know you ain't gonna let Tobacco Ted talk to you like this. That man is throwing straight strays at you. Did he say there's more than one ways to skin a cat, especially if you're Haitian? Damn.
To be citizens and vote and this, that, and the other, but I digress, because there was more than one way to skin a cat, especially if you're a Haitian. But so let me know in the comments thread. There was more than one way to skin a cat, especially if you're a Haitian. Especially if you're a Haitian. Cat, especially if you're a Haitian. But so let me know in the comments thread. Would you be okay with the Department of Homeland Security requiring a pregnancy test for any woman to come into the country for the next 2.5 years while Trump is there? I'm game.
Oh,
I am actually.
Man, damn. You out here getting dissed. Megan Kelly out here punking you. You out here getting G-checked by Tobacco Ted. You got Brussels sprouts Bob, fentanyl Fanny. They all checking you. And the only thing you doing is running to the internet to go make a video about FBA, and FBA ain't even listening. Fam, we're going now into the stage of don't even talk to us. You need to get a number, get in line, and get an appointment before you can even speak to foundational Black Americans. Do you want to see exceptionalism? Do you want to go there? Because y'all are foundational Black American vitriolic anyway. You got FBA despised anyway. So fam, they don't really want to see us flex these muscles, because I'll sit back and I'll let Tobacco Ted handle you. Tobacco Ted will sit there and see all them damn videos you making about fleeing to my country, committing all that damn crime, and then he'll make sure that your ass gets packed up. So you better watch what you say about foundational. See, you had your chance to play the game the right way. We done everything for Tether. Fam, don't let nobody tell you that we owe these people anything. What more do you want from foundational Black Americans? You come over here, we try to tell you about the system of supremacy. You don't want to hear it. You want to team up with the system of supremacy. Now them same supremacists that you wanted to team up with are the same supremacists who are calling ICE on you and sending your ass back home. The same supremacists that you thought was going to be your friend are the same supremacists who ain't letting you in. Family, it gets real.
Okay. So, so everything he said was 100% factual. Nothing he said was incorrect. That's Black Alpha Network. Everything he said so far, like I don't watch a lot of his content, but I'm watching this one because dealing with my subject, birthright citizenship. And so far, I don't have no criticism for him. I'm saying I'm agreeing. I'm stamping. You dig? And I'm willing to defend what he's saying. So everything so far, things might change later, but everything he's saying so far is 100% spot on.
It gets real for them, not for us. Family, for every single one of these people who've been running their mouth is another one that's getting deported. And then you multiply that, and then you add more to it. And by the end of the day, family, at the end of the summer, family, these people won't even be here. Remember, if you see a TikTok account and it says sorry gone, that means that sorry ass Tether is gone. If you see somebody's Instagram page and they ain't got no updated posts, that's because their asses got updated to the other side of the border. You ain't gonna be seeing these people no more. 10,000 people in 5 days, fam, you do the math. And then I'm telling you right now, that's what you get. Because the only thing this conversation did was took this immigration conversation to the next level. And it pissed off a hell of a lot of people who got the power to send them people back to their crib. And foundational Black Americans, we've been telling y'all, like I said, every single thing that you got, you get from us. We don't owe these people a damn thing. As a matter of fact, family, speaking of not owing these people a damn thing, let me show you what happens whenever you show any type of regard for these individuals. Anytime you speak to these individuals, anytime you got something to say to these individuals, look how they always come at foundational Black Americans, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. These folks is out here getting G-checked by Megyn Kelly, but they still worrying about FBA. Watch this.
Good morning, America. America, good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing? How you doing? Black America, how are you? How are you? Now, here's the thing, Black Americans. Here's the thing. I'm going back to MAGA tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, I'm back at MAGA. But I got to give you one more day. Just one more day because I went into my inbox. So let me make it clear, Black America. Can I just make it very clear for you? I am not a part of your race baiting. Like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I'm not doing that. The intention of my video was to call you out because what you're doing is wrong. Now, a sister was in my inbox, and here's what she said. She said that us Caribbean people don't realize what they went through. Now, I'm trying to understand you, my sister, because let me give you a little bit of history. Can I just give it to you? Before there was a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., there was a man called Marcus Messiah Garvey.
And Marcus Garvey can't compare to Dr. Martin Luther King on his best day. What has Marcus Garvey accomplished for foundational Black Americans?
All right. So this okay. God. All right. When you say the name Marcus Garvey, Black Alpha Network, this is where you just bow out, gracefully bow out. This is where either you use my talking points or you use me to come in and speak on Marcus Garvey. Okay? Okay. If you don't know what I know about Marcus Garvey, stand down. Okay? Because I've seen people take L's to Pan-Africans and even revenue on Marcus Garvey. Okay, if you don't know what I know, stand down and reference what I know or invite me up to speak on Marcus Garvey. I am a Marcus Garveyologist. Marcus Garvey is a scammer. Okay? And I don't know one person that's ever joined my lives from TikTok to YouTube. When I got done breaking down Marcus Garvey, I don't know one person who said he's not a scammer. This is a Pan-African. This is a tether. This is a white tea supremacist. Whoever. This is FBA coon. When I get done with Marcus Garvey, I don't know one person who maintains he's not a scammer. Everybody, when I get done with Marcus Garvey, everybody says he's a scammer. Okay, people who are familiar with my channel know I'm a Marcus Garveyologist. This is my thing. Tariq know a little bit. I'm above Tariq. I'm above Yvette Cornett know a little bit. I'm above her. Okay, this is my lane. Marcus Garvey and the word black. That's my lane. You dig? Marcus Garvey is a scammer. He finessed black Americans. He ain't SHIT. If you disagree, invite yourself up. Click the Zoom link. I can almost guarantee you, whoever talks to me about Marcus Garvey can't tie my shoes. Okay, I did extensive research on Marcus Garvey. So, yeah, that's why I'm able to. Okay. Hey, yo, why? Yo. Hey, yo, TikTok keep restricting me because I said Marcus Garvey was. Yo, TikTok restricted me because I said Marcus Garvey was a scammer. Yo, TikTok gotta stop, man. They gotta stop. I established a fact. Marcus Garvey is a scammer, and TikTok just advised me I'm being restricted. What am I supposed to say? TikTok, Marcus Garvey is good for Black Americans. Like, come on, man. TikTok, really? What are we doing? So TikTok, I'll debate TikTok. TikTok, are you telling me Marcus Garvey was good for Black Americans? Like, you can get it too. I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. Africans, Black Americans, FBAs can, Europeans can, Americans, TikTok can. You get it too, TikTok. I said what I said. Marcus Garvey was a scammer. You dig? If anybody disagrees, hop on. I guarantee you, I will convince you otherwise. The person who believes he's not a scammer on TikTok, invite yourself up. YouTube, click the link. I know for a fact I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Marcus Garvey was indeed a scammer to you. I will get you to concede and acquiesce to that. You dig?
He had to flee the Caribbean to come over here to get it jumping. He couldn't get it jumping over there because y'all didn't even like him. And did he ever do anything about going back to Africa? Did they ever step foot back in Africa? Family, don't let these people compare Marcus Garvey to Dr. Martin Luther King. You go ask the average person on the planet, who's Marcus Garvey? They ain't gonna know. Now you ask them who's Dr. Martin Luther King, they all gonna know. They always clinging to something that don't make no sense, ain't standing on nothing, don't hold no damn weight. This ain't nothing but tether babble. And again, how come you ain't making no damn videos about the same person who's going in on your ass every single time I turn around? You still ain't said nothing about Megyn Kelly, but you in here talking about Marcus Garvey and Dr. Martin Luther King. You can't compare that. That's like comparing the Lamborghini to a Pinto.
Who left Jamaica and came to America to fight your civil rights movement.
Yeah, left Jamaica. Just like your ass left Jamaica. Just like they leave the Barbados. Just like they leave Haiti. Just like they leave Africa. Fam, everything they do got something to say with leave in it. You left your mama, left your daddy. You left your hairline because that MF is about 15 years back. You need to hit rewind to find your hairline. And I ain't lying. Look at these people, fam. They always say something about leaving and they think that they flexing.
There was a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. There was a man called Marcus Messiah Garvey who left Jamaica and who left Jamaica and came to America to fight your civil rights movement.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Marcus Garvey ain't fight for no damn civil rights. Black Americans don't look at Marcus Garvey as no civil rights icon. And first off, he was years before the civil rights era.
Okay, so let me say, I don't really watch a lot of Black Alpha Network content, but I gotta say, the dude is good. He's good. Okay, he's good. He's good. To not know as much about Garvey as I know, I feel like he's really holding it down. And my name is Unbiased Ron. If I feel like he wasn't, I would say he ain't. I don't hold my tongue. Okay, but I believe he's doing a tremendous job so far on Marcus Garvey. Right now, I'm the next level up, but so far, he's good. He's good. He's good. He's doing a great job. He's not lying. I'm paying close attention to what he's saying. Nothing he's saying is so far as a lie. He's holding it down pretty well. The dude is good. Yeah. Marcus Garvey was anti-civil rights. he was opposed to civil rights. So the sister is completely garbage. Yeah. She's saying reckless stuff. But Black Alpha Network is doing a great job. I don't have no criticism. Like, I think he's holding it down. He don't know much as I know on this, but he's doing enough. And that's all that's important. He's doing enough. He's holding it down. Okay. And that's what I care about. I care about sufficiency. And he's doing that. I think he's really holding it down. But let's continue to listen.
The civil rights era roughly started in about 1955. Okay. Marcus Garvey wasn't popping in no 1955, 45.
Okay. So he's accurate. He's wrong with the start of the civil rights movement. Well, he might be right. Let me see. No, he's right. He's right. And I'll say 54. That's all. 1 year earlier. But he's right. The sister's goofy. But Black Alpha Network is right. The Black civil rights movement started around 54, 55. 54 is the actual date. Garvey was deported long deported. Before then, he did. So he's right about that. So he's actually cooking. I can't even lie. He's cooking right now.
35. Okay. So he left, fled. He left, ran. He left, got the hell away from Jamaica because Jamaicans had a price on him. Marcus Garvey wasn't nothing but the Jamaican barbecue. I said it. He was the Jamaican barbecue. And when he got over here, he was over here trying to cut deals with the Triple K. Yes, the hell he was. He wasn't over here doing anything significant. He was over here trying to make deals. Yes, indeed. Let's get it right. He wasn't nothing but the Jamaican barbecue. That's it. Somebody from the Caribbean who ain't contributing nothing.
If you don't believe me, go look it up. Go look it up. So don't you tell me that we don't understand what you went through. Because we were there going through it with you.
When?
Marcus Garvey didn't the track to come to America to fight civil rights for Jamaicans. He fought civil rights for you, the American Black people.
Yeah, because he fled Jamaica. And he didn't fight nothing for us. So he didn't fight for us, but he left Jamaica. Then what the hell did he do? You left and you didn't do nothing here. You would think if you left, you came somewhere and did something. He ain't do ish here. He ain't do ish there. And now we running out of places. He ain't did a damn thing. Y'all see what we talking about these tethers, family?
As I said, I came here to remind you that your treatment towards the Haitian people is wrong. And I'm not going to take back my talk.
Our treatment towards the Haitian people. Not this person's treatment towards the Haitian people, our treatment. You're still playing victims. This is why I say they fall down, they hurt their leg, they get up and blame Black Americans. That's all they know how to do, family. Straight up.
While the Haitians were here working hard, you guys were buying Nikes, Adidas, and Pumas. You were supporting the music industry.
Okay. So now, okay, so now I can officially call her a tether now. She said we were supporting Nikes and Adidas. Okay, so obviously she's saying that we're a monolith. Okay, I mean, at this point, this is self-hatred, this is projection. She is saying that Black Americans, 50 million deep, were rocking the same sneaker. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. And again, let me re-clarify. There are Africans who are completely on board with FBA. There are Caribbeans from different islands who are completely aboard with FBA. There are Haitians that are completely on board with FBA. I know for a fact. I'm in New Jersey. Okay. I know for a fact. But then you have some that are not. So I'm saying the majority of Africans, islanders, and Haitians are not on Team FBA, but you have some that are. Okay. So when you treat us as a monolith, that we all buy Jordans and this and that, okay, you are literally repeating the argument of a white tea supremacist at that point. When you make Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, Adolph Freeman Salon, I love the soul word, soul folks. When you make, and by the way, I got my own name for us. I got our own name for us. I think it's dope. But when you make us a monolith, that we all do the same thing, you are, at that point, you showed your hand. You're playing spades, you showed your hand. I see your hand. I see how many diamonds you got, how many hearts, clubs, spades. I see your hand. Okay? At that point, you have a personal issue with my lineage. It's no longer about individuals who might have upset you, said some xenophobic stuff, divisive stuff. No, you have an issue with the entire lineage. Okay, so now you are projecting at this point. Please invite yourself up. YouTube, click a link. I rather dialogues, no monologues.
When those people are working night and day, they don't sleep. You were getting your food stamps, your Section 8, your checks for free.
Okay. So let's deal with that. 17% of foundational Black Americans are below the poverty line. Just 17%. So 83% of us are above the poverty line. We're not collecting food stamps. Ma'am, Jamaicans, Haitians, all of the people from the island, most likely all of you guys are, what's the term? Humanitarian immigrants. That means all of you, when you come to the country, you immediately apply for housing and other resources coming from welfare. Okay? So if you watch my argument with the Eritrean, my channel, my YouTube channel is FBA News Updates. Go look at I just posted, yesterday? Eritrean woman. You'll see that when the Sudanese people, Eritreans, Ethiopians, Somalians, all those folks, all those from the island, when they come over here, all of them, damn near all of them, a high 90%, all of them come over here applying for welfare. So she is literally projecting. And this is why they rant and won't dialogue with a qualified lineage member as myself. You dig?
You didn't realize that free comes with a price? Because now you see people.
Free comes with a price. You ain't free in your homeland, fam. They sitting here talking about what free come with. You not free. You ain't getting nothing. Y'all are still getting broke down. You look like you a part of the Cake Soap Chronicles. You ain't lifted a finger, twisted a doorknob, spun a damn phone around when it come to freedom. What the hell are you talking about? This is what we saying about these people, y'all. This is why we sitting back and we watching ICE round them up. If anybody want to know why TPS is a good thing, it's because it gets dust bags like this the hell up out of here. The No Eyebrow Committee.
People elevating, stepping up, and you're just stranded right where you started and feel like you're going nowhere. Here's the thing. Don't blame your own black people. As I said, look into yourself. Look deep into yourself. The freeness came with a price. The Section 8, the welfare check, the food stamps. It all comes with a price. Welfare spelled backwards is farewell. Farewell to all opportunities.
Welfare spelled backwards is farewell? No. What are you reading? Are you dyslexic? What is she talking about, family? She didn't even get that correct. What the hell is this woman talking about? You see what the cake soap does to your brain, family? You see what happens when you put, fam, I don't even think that they putting on cake soap. I think she's drinking it. You're not supposed to drink cake soap. She looked like she got cake soap with a crazy straw. She's sipping on cake soap, family. This woman can't even put that together. This is what we mean. The same way she can't put together them eyebrows, that hairline, the same way she can't put together a sentence, the wrinkles on her neck. Family, this is what you get with these people.
Opportunities that would otherwise be open to you. We, the migrants, know this. You guys are just figuring it out.
You need to figure out where you gonna be tonight. How about that one? Since we figuring things out. How about this? Okay. Real cool. Real cool. But at the end of the day, you're getting deported. I'm from America. I'm good to go. Team non-deportable wins again. All right. Goodbye. See, fam, that's it. That's a tether conversation. You want to talk to a tether, fam? Tell them goodbye. You're going home at the end of the day. You're going home and there's nothing you can do about it. And you're getting rounded up right now. TPS is cut off. You're at the lowest of the low. And all you're doing is tether projection. But we match that with deflection and rejection. Send it right on back, fam. You're talking about the bottom of the bottom. Okay. There's no logic with these individuals. And they couldn't find none even if they tried. You dig? This is what we're talking about. And this is why these people are on their way back to the homeland that they ran from, just like Marcus Garvey, who, by the way, never stepped foot in Africa. So wait a minute. You fled from Jamaica. You didn't do ish in the United States of America, and Black Americans don't hold him in no high regard. And you never stepped foot in Africa. So fled, didn't do nothing, disappeared. That's very successful. But fam, doesn't that sound just like the average migrant today? Matter of fact, the reason why they love Marcus Garvey so much is because Marcus Garvey literally mirrors what they've been doing. Fled homeland, didn't do nothing here in America, didn't step foot back in Africa. Okay, can we go in reverse, family? Okay, didn't do nothing in Africa, ain't ish here in America, and fled Jamaica. So you talking about flee, nothing, disappeared. That's exactly what's happening right now with ICE rounding these people up in TPS. You fled, you did nothing, now you're going to disappear, okay? 1 minute a tether's here, the next minute they gone. And foundational Black Americans, we won't miss them. But family, for every Megyn Kelly out there, you got about 6 or 7 other people. And they ain't rocking with them neither. Oh, let's make this clear. See, the Haitians are upset because Mommy and Zaddy is whooping off on them right now. That's why they upset. Fam, I'm going to go all the way there today. I'm going to go all the way there. We told everybody Tether Getting was here.
Yeah, so I really never, because I'm a content creator too. You dig? So I can't really watch everybody. I'm a content creator. But Black Alpha Network, I believe he's good. He's good. I'm listening to his arguments. I'm listening to what he's dropping. I think he's good. Okay. I'm stamping him. But listen, you guys got to listen to what he's saying. you got to repeat what he's saying. You got to, you know what I mean? Like the dude is dropping some good information. But if you're watching him for entertainment only, then you're kind of devaluing him. Yeah, the dude got it. You dig? Like I said, I'm a content creator, so I don't have time to watch every content creator. But I haven't watched a lot of his stuff. But so far, what I'm listening to right now, so far, just on this, nah, he got it. But I don't want y'all to watch him just for entertainment only. I want y'all to listen to what he's saying and write it down and memorize it and repeat it when you confront these opponents. You dig? Because right now I don't have nothing. I don't have no criticism, nothing on brother. Like he's really going in. And I approve of it. You feel me? I approve. Trust me, I'm unbiased. If I felt like he was saying something wrong, I would have told you. But the brother, like I'm actually happy. I feel good. You dig? That he's younger than me. I know that for sure, and I feel good that he's dropping what he's dropping. Now he could tap in with me and learn a little more about Marcus Garvey, but we'll see where that goes. Eventually everybody gotta circle their wagons to tap in with unbiased Ron, and because I am the research guy, you dig. But so far he's holding down without knowing I'm knowing. So I think he's doing a good job.
Tethegeddon is in the building. FBA, we still out here blacking them out. So you know what we all about. Fam, it ain't just 1, 2, 3 little mayos. No, fam. You got a whole brigade of Miracle Whip. And ain't none of them liking the Haitians right now. No. The worst thing to be is somebody who flees their homeland. The second worst thing to be is somebody who flees their homeland, comes over here and thinks they down with the dominant society, but the dominant society turns their ass around and sits their ass down. Family, if you thought Megyn Kelly was bad, if you thought she was going in on them, family, y'all watch this right here. I'm going to show y'all Meth Head Matthew, and he really don't like them. You better worry about what's going on in your other side, because on this side, these people is on your neck. Watch this.
Haitian migrants built America. According to this, the founder of the Haitian Bridge Alliance, Haitian migrants built America. According to this, the founder of the Haitian Bridge Alliance, she says,
they are our doctors, caregivers, attorneys, taxi drivers, the immigrants who keep these United States of ours moving.
These people are still doing the doctors, lawyers, and engineers bit. You'd think they would stop after the whole internet lampooned this. These people are not keeping the economy moving. They contribute less in taxes than they take.
Okay, so again, I'm gonna tell you, this is great research from Black Alpha Network. I'm not as familiar as him as you guys are, but I'm telling you, like he's going in. I'm so proud. My smile is so wide. Like he got it. Like I feel so far. You know what I mean? It's much more to go, but so far, like I think he still got tapped in with me and know what I know, and he'll be even better. But so far, I'm at a loss of words. Like he's going in. So when folks called in my channel and they said what he does good, yeah, I gotta stamp it. Like he's really good at what he does. You dig? And I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him. I'm really proud of him going in. Okay. All right. So now I gotta switch from my laptop to my phone though. So hold on. But Black Alpha Male is like really doing this thing, man. And it makes me proud, man, because I'm an older guy, I'm an OG. And when I can see like him going in like that, I feel like I'm passing the torch. You dig? But now, no wait, not just yet. Because you gotta know what I know. Because I'm more like research, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm saying as long as he borrow my arguments, he gonna be more fine-tuned. As long as he tap in with me and see how I debate and see how I rebuttal, I think that's gonna help him be like the future. You dig? And But gotta tap in. Gotta tap in. Gotta tap in. I found you guys. You guys put the same effort in, you'll find me. Okay, so let me share. Yeah, I found these guys. They can find me. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not hard to find. I found you. You can find me easily. You dig? I got a whole resume on YouTube. You dig? But I ain't gonna lie, my man going in. Yeah, I like what he's saying. And that's without knowing what I know. So can you imagine if he knew what I knew? You dig? If he knew what I knew, shit, he'd be unstoppable. All right. So hold on, let me share my screen from my phone. Let's get right back into it. TikTokers chimped out. They don't want no smoke with me. YouTubers know better. So the only thing now that I expect from like Afro Elite and Black Alpha Network, the only criticism I have is that those guys do way bigger numbers than me. Is get these guys on your channel and debate them live. That's my only criticism. You dig? I take live call-ins from TikTok and YouTube, and I don't want small fries. I want the big dogs. You dig? PhDs, bachelors, masters. You dig? I want the big dogs because I know nobody on earth can do anything with me. Okay, so I don't filter nobody out. I gotta on TikTok. I say invite yourself up. They got all type of weird names on TikTok. I just invite them up. I don't know who's who. On YouTube, when they click the link, I don't know who's a doctor, who's not. I don't care. I know nobody can do nothing with me. You dig? So I'm like, yo, man, Dr. Ruxpin, he ain't gonna call back in on delineation topic. He gonna play semantics and wordplay about other stuff. Dude, let's talk about delineation. And when he actually called in and I tried to hold him to that, you had FBAs chimping out who saved them on my channel, the people you know. When Dr. Ruxpin called in finally, and when I start to talk about delineation, FBAs, so-called FBAs, chimped out and saved this man from where I was going. You dig? They saved that man. They chimped out and saved him. He cooked them, by the way. They saved them. He repaid them by cooking them. But I'm like, nah, yo, talk to me. And he was like, it was too late because the people on my panel couldn't humble themselves and let the host go in. They talked over me, so Dr. Ruxpin focused on them, honed in on them. They chimped out and he cooked them. So therefore, and then he hopped off. So I could never get him on the word black. You know, my research. No, I was gonna do Dr. Ruxpin dirty. And Dr. Ruxpin, if you're listening right now, dude, the link is there, my guy. Click the link. And none of y'all could do anything with me. I'm the best. I'm better than Yvette Carnell, Tariq Nasheed, Black Alpha Male, Afro Elite, Jason Black, Black Truth, whatever. The word black, that's my thing. Ain't nobody better than me on the word black. That's my thing. I'm the guy who says Haitians, Africans, all of those islands of the Caribbean, none of y'all are black. If you think you are, YouTube, click the link, TikTok, invite yourself up. None of y'all. Every time y'all click the link, they all conceded they're not black. I had one Guyanese woman. No, she's Jamaican. She called herself black at the start of the conversation. By the end of the conversation, she was calling herself Afro-Caribbean. Afro-Jamaican. She did not call herself black no longer. That's what I do. You do what you do. I do what I do. I'm so good. I need, it's imperative that my opponents concede and admit an L. That's how I always debate it. It ain't good for me just to say some stuff. No, I need my opponent to concede, to bow down. You dig? And that Jamaican woman, she started calling herself Afro-Jamaican. She stopped saying black. I did that. Not nobody else. Not Yvette. Not Tariq. Not Black Alpha. Not Jason Black. Me. That's what I do because I'm the best on the subject of black. So if you think you're black and you don't have U.S. chattel slavery ties, you might want to click the link. You might want to invite yourself up and hear my argument as to why you are not black. And my argument is my argument. It's not no echo chambers, not a Tariq elite or, you know what I mean, Tariqian. No, none of that. This is my thing. You dig? This is my argument. If you think you're black and you don't tie yourself to U.S. chattel slavery, click the link, invite yourself up on TikTok, and have a conversation with an historian and learn about why you're not black. But most of you ain't gonna do it. You're gonna chimp out, talk trash in the comments, and never have a dialogue with a real G. It's okay. I'm expecting.